Hello and welcome to the Easy Allies podcast in this final week of November. I am Michael Huber, joined by Daniel Bloodworth.
Hello.
Robami Michael Damiani.
Bommy Michael Damiani.
Yeah, I do it.
I got it.
It always changes.
I got it.
Making it all happen in the control room, Isla Hink.
Hi.
And Don Casanova Lurkin.
Oh, we got Don here.
Questions of the panel.
Why are you
Bloodworth.
cackling that Don is here?
You got a question for the panel? I got
Yeah.
a question for the panel, too,
Okay.
after you, Hubert.
Okay.
Bloodworth, what's your favorite car?
Car.
Go, Bloodworth.
Favorite car.
Favorite car? Go.
Question. Simple question.
I'll
simple
go. With,
question.
I'll just go with the DeLorean. A ridiculous,
DeLorean.
stupid
Okay.
That's
car.
a good
Sick pick. Really sick pick.
It's
Back
the
to the
stupidest freaking car.
No.
But there you
Very
go.
awesome.
That rules.
Very awesome.
Damiani, who's your favorite
Oh,
straight?
actually, no. Wait, no, I do have it.
Oh.
I do have it. The Corvette Stingray.
Corvette Stingray. Okay.
Yeah, the
Nice.
70s one with the long front. Yeah.
God,
That's the one.
Huge hood. 1,000-pound hood.
Like,
Damiani, who's your favorite Stranger Things character?
I think you asked me. I was ready for the car question.
No.
I mean, favorite character is probably between Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson, probably.
sick.
Yeah, very, very good.
Great.
I like Robin and I like Nancy a lot.
Nice. Yeah.
Nancy
dude.
Wheeler?
Nancy's so hype, for sure. Isla, who's your favorite musician?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Tom Waits comes to mind.
Yes.
I also like so many different musicians.
Tom
Nine
Waits is
Inch
such a good
Nails, everybody.
pick. Yeah. And Don, what's your favorite pinball machine?
What's your favorte pinball machine, Don?
Lord of the Rings pinball.
Oh,
Lord of the
Pinball.
Rings?
Wow.
interesting.
Who made that? Do you remember? We don't remember offhand.
Tolkien carved it out of a willow tree.
Love that. Thank you for humoring me, everybody. All right, we are the Easy Allies podcast. We are to talk about what's new, what's news, and what is going on in the biz. This week, we've got, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, top 10, or top turkeys of 2025. That's big misses, if you are unfamiliar with
Yeah,
top
we'll try
turkeys.
to explain it.
Yep.
I think I've gotten kind of a definition figured out.
Yeah.
But it's very much a vibes thing.
So are they top or bottom?
Yeah.
Bottom turkey.
Well, I
biggest.
mean, if you're a
Yeah.
top turkey, then that's not a
That's
thing
true.
to be proud
It's
of.
not
Yeah.
it's
It's
not
like
a
the
good-
Razzies.
It's like the Razzies.
Exactly.
Feels like the Razzies is kind of a badge of honor these days. Where it's like, all right, I got a Razzie.
It kind of is. I feel like people are going for it.
Going for the Razzie.
Shoot for a Razzie.
We've also got the October sales report. Always a blast. So fun. We've got ILA v. ILA v. ILA.
Yeah.
We've got Moonlighter 2 impressions from Bloodworth. And Neon Inferno impressions from Don.
Yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a switch rant as well.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Heck yeah. So let's get into this. We're going to start off with the October sales report.
Yeah.
We love it. We love numbers. We love it's just, numbers don't lie, but liars use numbers, as my dad says. And, this is just kind of a rough snapshot of just, what the people are playing, Bloodworth.
For context, your dad is a lawyer, right?
He is.
So, yeah.
He is.
I don't know what kind of lawyer. But,
Yeah, he does settlements. So he always says if somebody falls into a manhole, he makes sure they get paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Matt Piscatella of Circana, October 2025 was up 3% over last October, driven by Battlefield, Switch 2, and mobile games.
Which, again, Bloodworth, last week we had the bet about, Battlefield, and just those Twitch numbers are so low, but the sales...
And the active
hype,
users is very high as well.
Exactly. So super weird.
Yeah. People want to play, not watch.
Yeah. There's a free weekend this week, actually. Public service announcement. Battlefield 6 free to play this weekend for everyone. Not just Battle Royale, like the multiplayer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hardware is up 36% thanks to the Switch 2 and only the Switch 2 because Switch 1 is down 52%. Xboxes are down 37%.
Jeez.
PS5 is down 22%.
Jeez.
Nintendo Switch 2 sold 328,000 units in October in the US. It is 68% ahead of the sales pace set by the original Nintendo Switch, and it's 3% ahead of the PlayStation 4's previous record velocity.
Whoa.
October spending on Asus PC portable hardware devices. You know what that is.
Don't say it.
Don't say
Don't
it,
you
Blood.
say it, Blood.
Don't trigger her.
Those are the ROGs. Increased by 4.8 times compared to a year ago, and is now 30% higher year to date.
Whoa.
So people really jumping in on the Xbox branding on that ROG Ally.
Jeez.
Expanding that Republic.
Right.
Handhelds. Handhelds are big. People love them.
And now, before we get into more specifics, we got this top 20 here.
Nice.
We have 5 newbies
Obviously, Battlefield.
on the list.
Yeah, Battlefield.
Obviously, Battlefield. Battlefield 6 is the top. But not only is Battlefield 6 the top, it was so strong that it instantly became the top-selling game of the year.
Wow.
It is the best-selling game
Whoa.
in franchise history.
Highest selling game of the year? That's crazy.
Yep. Beat
Wow.
NBA, beat everything. Beat Oblivion.
Go Battlefield.
Jeez.
Good for you, Battlefield. Love that.
So we expect it to be a resounding success, and no one will lose their jobs over it at any point. in the
Correct,
next few
Damiani.
months.
Yeah,
Let's hope so.
exactly.
It's still a
All
far
that
cry
money.
from the 100 million or whatever we heard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 more. Newbies. October's big games. All of these are big franchises.
Is Call of Duty in October?
Nope.
November.
That just came out.
Oh, just November. Yeah. Then-
October's so long ago.
Silent Hill?
No, that was already
September,
there.
yeah, September.
Oh,
Is Silent Hill
Digimon,
still there?
yeah.
Silent Hill is at 16 though.
Okay.
Chat says Pokemon and Digimon.
Pokemon for sure. Digimon was
Oh, yeah,
before,
Pokemon.
but
It's this
Pokemon
one.
is second place, and it launched as the best-selling physical game of 2025.
Oh,
Interesting.
no, here
Okay.
we go.
Digimon.
Okay. Is Z to A on Switch 1 as well, or just
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Shit. And Battlefield beat a Pokemon. That's pretty intense, right?
Well,
That's not that
but
unusual, I don't think,
Physical,
but-
right?
Okay.
Yeah. But Pokemon got more physical copies sold, but Battlefield
Still kinda
overall.
crazy.
But
Actually,
also
it's not
keep
too
in mind though,
surprising because-
actually we don't have digital sales for Pokemon,
That's right.
Yeah.
so I have
it's
no
also
idea what the digital
crazy.
sales are. So
Pokemon's a game you mostly buy. Like a lot of the sales go for kids, and kids want like a physical thing, like as a present. So.
But we
Yeah.
also are just in the dark completely on what those sales are.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying I'm not surprised that like physical sold so well for that game.
I bet digital also is crazy.
It's got to be huge.
Yeah. So like maybe behind the scenes it really is number one.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon.
You have to wait,
Like,
3 more months for that Nintendo. We just got the recent one, so you have to wait.
Yeah, 3 more
Yeah.
months. Yeah,
Totally.
3 more. Big franchises, all sequels.
Franchise.
No idea.
Did Ark come out in October?
What's that?
Ark?
Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it might not be reporting anyways because I don't know about that publisher.
Maybe like Bloodlines 2 randomly.
We're
Probably
talking
not.
about, for one, 2 first-party releases that you might not think of as the first-party releases.
First Party. Damiani, help
Party.
me.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy
So-
Tactics.
No, that was
We
on there
already
before.
talked about that
But is it
before,
14?
right?
Tactics is 14.
Oh yeah, it's still on there. Nice.
Yeah, that's actually really
Like
nice.
first part, like Sony. What did Sony have something come out last? Did they have like a remaster or something come out?
You better just tell us.
Yeah, I guess
You
so.
better just tell
I
us.
guess so. 7th place, The Outer Worlds 2.
Outer
That was last
Worlds.
month. Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
God, I still haven't dove into that, and I,
I feel like
love
that game
the first
came and
one.
went. Did Did people like it?
People have definitely been loving it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sick.
no, I have not heard a whisper.
A peep.
Not
I haven't heard
whisper.
peep.
No, it's definitely on some people's go-to lists over there. Yep.
Okay, I love.
Did we get codes for that?
I got a code, but I
Blood
have
stole
Wow, dude, you don't
not had
even
a chance.
work here, bro.
Jack.
Hey, you people requested. You would probably get it.
I definitely requested it. 100%.
I don't think so.
Guaranteed. Check the tape. Yeah, go on, Blood. What else?
You also keep telling me you don't have to play anything.
This is
You
true.
have a gigantic backlog.
This is true.
8th place, Little Nightmares 3.
Little Nightmares.
Oh wow,
Eighth?
that's got that high.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Those sell
Wow.
way more than anyone thinks they do. Yep.
Wow.
Very surprised.
And then 11th place, Ninja Gaiden 4,
Hey, all right.
which is why I wasn't playing Outer Worlds, because I was playing Ninja Gaiden, because Huber wasn't going to play Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah. Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden should be would sell more than Little Nightmares, but I guess I'm wrong. Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden and Neo are the most intimidating games for me. Those are two games where I'm like, yo,
It shouldn't be
you
that
guys are
intimidating.
hard.
It's not that bad. It really isn't. Anything you want to check in on?
Ghost of Yote.
Oh, Damiani mentioned Digimon. That is still at 9th.
No, I think that was Isla actually.
Oh,
But
okay.
really, it was chat.
Okay. Yeah, Digimon's still at 9th, holding strong. Yote is in 3rd place. And not only that, Yote is the 10th best-selling game of 2025.
Nice.
It is the 3rd best on PlayStation. And keep in mind, it's only on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it's only behind Battlefield and NBA.
Nice.
Crazy.
Speaking of Yote, I read someone's take, and I thought I found a Huber alt account when I was reading it. Like, aggressively mediocre.
It is-
like,
it
with
is
the story overrated.
aggressively
safe and
average.
mediocre. Aggressively safe is what they said. And then, like,
Yeah.
stories underwhelming. I was like, what is this? Is Huber? Like, what,
I have seen
Huber
every
posting here?
direction of possible impressions on Yote. I've seen people that love it more than Tsushima. I've seen people that have Huber's opinion.
Yeah,
It's all over.
I will say it is like some of my favorite combat of the year, though. Like, fighting anyone in that game is always nothing short of amazing. It is so, like, that is the best part of that game. Combat is so good. Just switching all the weapons. You've got like the spear, the double blades, the single blade. So cool. So, high praise for the combat of that game.
Want to check on anything
Amazing.
else or want to go down the list?
What about
Where?
GTA 5?
Getting down there. Slipping. 19th.
That delay.
Almost out. Almost.
That's why they announced the delay, because they saw GTA. If I was slipping, like, no, we can't have that. We got to pad that sales king right there. Give it another year of sales.
there's no
we saw what happened. We
marker
saw what
to
happened with
hit,
the Switch
Damiani.
2. They brought out Switch 2 out too soon. Switch 1's not going to take the record now. We can't have that happen.
This game is freaking like 12 years old and it's in the top 20 every month ever, forever. It is ridiculous. What the hell? All right, Blood, take us away.
20th place. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
19th,
Of course.
GTA 5. 18th, Helldivers 2. Hanging
Nice.
You
Wow.
know,
in. 17th, Minecraft. 16th, Silent Hill F. 15th, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
yeah, still up there.
14th, Final Fantasy Tactics. 13th, Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Ugh,
Oh, no. Oh,
that one
no.
hurts.
Hey, those things were not re-released for a long time, especially 2. 12th,
92.
EA Sports College Football. 11th, Ninja Gaiden 4. 10th, Borderlands 4. 9th, Digimon. 8th, Little Nightmares 3. 7th, Outer Worlds 2. 6th is Madden. 5th is FIFA, just call it FIFA, whatever. 4th is NBA 2K26. 3rd is Ghost of Yote. 2nd is Pokemon. 1st is Battlefield. There's one that we are missing here, Huber, but I dug around. While it did not appear in the overall top 20, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 debuted at 6th place on Nintendo platforms.
Yes. Don't
It
skip.
just came out at a very crowded time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really don't let it pass you by. That's a top tier release right there. And especially like even now when we are so clogged with so many games, Dragon Quest 1 is a really easy one to jump into for little bits at a time. Like really accessible giant RPG that's
I've been hearing
it's
a lot of good
manageable.
things about 2 though.
Yeah.
How good they've done with the remake on 2. So,
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, haven't gotten to 2 yet, but
Same, yeah. I'm still
yeah.
on 1. Just chipping away. So fun. It's so fun to just like turn that game on, walk around the open world and get in like 5 or 10 battles, like gain a level, and then just like, all right, sign off. It's like so satisfying. Alrighty. Thank you, Blood. Good stuff. It is now time for Dawn's Neon Inferno impressions. How we doing, Dawn?
Hello.
Dawn, we
Don's
are
doing okay, right, Don? You holding in there, Don?
Hello. I'm quite good. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm fabulous. Thanks
Don-
for asking, Damiani.
we are less than
Yeah.
a month
Yes.
away from Fire and Ash.
Yes, tickets are secured.
I've got my ticket.
Concessions have
IMAX
been
3D.
ordered. Did you pre-order your concessions?
No eating. I'm not gonna eat.
Pizza,
No way,
popcorn,
no way.
nachos,
I'm locked in.
red vines.
I'm like this.
large icy. I think that's it. Oh, and I think I got some Whoppers in there too.
Gotta get some Whoppers.
Yeah.
Junior Mints into
It's
popcorn.
a
Are you
4-hour
fan?
movie, isn't it? A 4-hour movie?
3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah, so you're gonna need something to eat if
Yeah.
you're gonna sustain yourself.
I'm
in
good.
there.
I'm gonna eat before, like an adult.
You can make it 4 hours
Like
without
a grown
eating.
adult, I'm gonna eat before the
I gotta
movie
eat
starts.
about every 15 to 20
and then
minutes. I
after
gotta
the
eat
movie
something.
starts, or after the movie ends. I mean,
Yeah.
before and after.
Huh.
That's what people do.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Not in G14. See G14 in the IMAX 3D in Burbank, California. We're gonna be crunching down some yummy things.
I'm going Thursday, first show,
Yeah.
2 p.m. IMAX. 2 o'clock afternoon show, Dawn.
That's a nice casual thing.
I bet,
Don't we
like,
shoot the podcast generally?
Oh, wait a second. 4 hours. Is that going to interfere with the podcast
might.
that day?
It might.
Breaking news.
December
everyone.
18th. It's like Christmas week.
Breaking news. Huber can't make it to the podcast.
It's Avatar Day.
What
It's a
day
holiday.
Is it? What day is that?
It's a Thursday.
That is a Thursday.
No,
Yeah.
what number?
Didn't really think about
The
that.
19th, right? Or wait, no, what is it? Thursday the 19th? Is that what it is? Or 18th?
Yeah. So
I guess
podcast
we'll pre-shoot early then.
might be
We
an
gotta
hour
figure something
later
out.
or something. Yeah.
I'm going-
We
Yeah.
have to pre-shoot like 4 podcasts.
My show time is pretty hardcore. I'm going 9 a.m.
9 a.m.?
9 a.m. at the IMAX. You have
Whoa.
any idea what that's like? Yeah, that's going to be hardcore.
That is hardcore.
Yeah, it wasn't. A lot of reasons I had to do that,
Yeah.
but that's when I'm going to see it. So we're so close.
So pumped.
Yes.
All right, Don. So you have been playing a little bit of Neon Inferno.
Just a little bit. I wished it could have been more Nintendo, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like the first thing I thought of
Oh
was
my good
actually
grief.
Dick Tracy
Oh, yeah.
on Genesis because of the
Oh,
side scrolling and the background that you can shoot
the
at.
gallery style
Yeah,
shooting
exactly.
perspective. Yeah, I forgot Dick Tracy did that too. A lot
Yeah.
of old school games. A lot of games have done this thing, right, over the years, Hubert, but usually it's done for just like a level or two here or there. It's not like consistent throughout the whole game, right?
Yeah.
As this one is. Yeah.
Totally.
So this one has persistent this effect where you're switching between 2D action and then is shooting, and then it goes into shooting mode where it's like a shooting gallery into the distance. you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Activate this. It's a nice control scheme. When I tried in the demo, I was a little bit off put by the control scheme, but when I tried it on the game, I liked it. You just hold down the trigger. They let you remap the buttons, which I think is critical for this kind of thing.
Yes,
When-
that should be a standard
Any
thing in all
game,
games.
right? Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
let us
Yeah.
just remap the controllers, not only for our convenience but for accessibility.
It
as
literally
well.
should be like the volume control or brightness. It's like should just be there. Yeah. But
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah.
kind of game,
Yeah.
critical, I think, because you, depending how you play, whatever, your hands can cramp up when you're switching a lot of times between that kind of
Totally.
stuff. The nice thing about it, though, is you hold down the trigger and he's just auto shooting. So then you're aiming with the stick, auto shooting. You don't have to be worrying about pressing 3 things at once or something. You know what I mean? So it's a
Nice.
nice little. It's handled nicely.
Yeah.
First and foremost, as I said, I've only scratched the surface of the game. Unfortunately, I've only played about 4 stages or so far, and the first thing that stands out, though, that you gotta
visuals.
call out, the vibes.
They're
the
fucking
visuals are like,
They're insane.
oh my god.
Yeah. I saw
Damiani,
one screenshot in PC Gamer
I want to weep.
and it was it. I was like, yup.
And not only that, Huber, but it's funny. Do you have something to say on this, Damiani, with these visuals?
Just like the first screenshot I saw was like an
Grief.
outdoor shot with like snow or something.
So
and like
fucking
God.
sick.
yeah, in a city, and I was like,
It
"Yo,
is-
is that
Yeah.
like concept art or is that
Yeah.
like?" And then like all the screenshots started looking like that. Very cool.
This looks like
succulent.
This room looks like Mr. X's
does, I
hideout
thought
from
of that.
Streets of
Yeah.
Rage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do some nods in here. The other thing, actually, talking about the visuals. So it's just
Also
this,
done Hunt Down vibes.
thank you. That's immediately where it took me. I was like, this is Hunt Down vibes, but this might even be like Hunt Down and then some in terms of the visuals, because they're taking it to a whole new level in terms of the lighting effects. Especially, I'm noticing in the trailers, I think they turned it off. There's a bunch of lighting effects that you can turn off and on, like bloom and all this crazy stuff. I'm playing with everything on, and it's a freaking, like, your eyeballs are just drooling as you're playing this thing.
Yeah.
All the layers of steam and everything,
Unbelievable.
semi-opaque layers of steam and stuff in the foreground. It's just twinkling, shimmering water. There's so much. It's pixel art, but it's beautiful. And you're in this, familiar neon drenched sort of, right, like future noir sort
Blade Runner
of.
2049, the Blade
Yeah.
Runner
Hang on.
original.
Quick interruption.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blood.
please.
PSA.
Yeah,
I know what Blood's
Here
going
we
to
go.
say.
I don't know.
I've
God,
got
here
the
it
Outer
comes.
Worlds too. I will probably end up with this one. But let me know if anyone else is interested. No replies.
No reply.
Oh, this is
No
not the
replies.
update I thought Blow was going to
Because you already said you had it.
Yeah, you already
If
said you.
anyone else is interested, let me know.
But
Nobody
that
tells me
clearly
anything.
means you
This
wanted
was
it.
not
No
the
one said
update I
anything.
thought Blood
I
was
will
going to come run in
probably.
here.
Nobody said anything.
We
I
don't.
forgot Blood's not the
Could we have
CEO
got
of
multiple
Nintendo
codes? I
anymore.
don't
He doesn't
know.
come
Nobody
up with
needed
new
it.
updates.
Look at this guy. You're doing jobs for this guy. Look at this, Hubert. In between cutscenes with this guy. Look at these
Hunt down
characters. Oh my god.
This guy, look, the cross. Is this a Belmont?
Serious.
Yeah,
Is
like-
he a
like
Belmont,
Devil
Damiani?
Cry's Castlevania right there?
Yeah, you've got these two characters.
Actually, wait, can I get that crossover?
You've got two characters to choose from. Mariana, that's who I played for the most part so far.
Pause.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bloodworth,
Another
derailing
update.
everything. So, Bloodworth, when you say, I've got the Outer Worlds 2, I will probably end up with this one, but let me know if anyone else is interested. The reason I didn't say I was interested
That's,
is because of the context
'Cause he said, I'll
of,
probably end
I
up
will
with it.
probably end up with
Yeah,
this
Hubert's
one.
not like, I'm going to step on your
Yeah,
toes
exactly.
and take a
Exactly.
code as
No,
well.
yeah,
That's
I've been telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been telling you for like
Yeah,
9 years that even if somebody signed up for something, you could still sign up and we'll see what we could do.
I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get greedy here. I'm just, whatever comes
It
my
was
way.
very courteous.
Because,
Exactly.
Again, situations like that.
Yeah.
Maybe one person has a schedule conflict. We can somebody else do it.
Yeah. So it remains to be we'll see how this gets settled.
Don, we're seeing
Don
seeing
Venatori.
We're seeing Don Venatori here. Is there a mafia story going on?
Yeah.
Is there a criminal element?
Oh, big time
mob
criminal.
ties?
Yeah, big time criminal underworld you're involved in here for sure to the max. What can I say about this game, having played it as little as I have? It's really fun so far. I'm enjoying it quite a bit, obviously. So yeah, the vibes could not get better. Just from the cutscenes to the world.
Are you invested in the story of everything going on, or is
yeah,
it kinda
yeah,
just,
yeah.
Is it a little more?
No,
you know,
it starts with a lot of story. There's like story. It gives you a lot to chew on right
and
out
are you
of the gate.
invested, or is it style over substance here? 'Cause it
No,
looks-
definitely invested. There's
Okay,
thought
good.
put into the story. It's
Good,
not
good,
just
good.
some generic thing. Yeah, there's
Good.
some real thought put into this. So it's really, I would say, a deeper story than Huntdown, for instance, like right out of the gates at least. I don't know where it's going to go, but it sets up a lot more. It sets up a meaty kind of thing here at the beginning,
Great.
for sure. Yeah.
Great.
Don,
Yeah.
you were talking about like how the game, you're getting ready to talk about how the game feels.
Yeah.
One thing I'm seeing constantly in the footage is
Yeah.
this parry redirect mechanic. Did you have to
Yes.
mess around with that? That
Yes,
looks like-
I did.
Yeah.
So they throw
What
a
is that?
lot in here, but it's actually quite manageable. So first of all, you've got your 2D action left to right, as you're seeing here, right? Just standard stuff. Then you're going into the shooting gallery style stuff where you can shoot things in the background, right? And engage in them
Yeah.
that way. But then you've got this parry/bullet time mechanic. You've got this kind of swipe move you can do. And so the bullets that are...
Wait, can you cut a bullet in half?
I don't know if you can do that. You can redirect bullets, though. So it's
Oh.
frickin' just about as good. Yeah, you see that slash maneuver that they're doing right there? This is sort of
Yeah.
one of the early mini-bosses. I believe it's the green bullets. I'm going to be able to tell in a second here. Yeah, the blinking bullets, impervious. You can't strike those. But the green ones, if you slash them, parry them in time, then if you hold, see the green ones?
Yeah.
If you hold down the parry button, like the slash button, you do a parry. If you parry them, it goes into this bullet time mode, Damiani, where you see those little arrows, and then you're in control of those with your left stick, so you can aim them wherever you want on the screen to redirect them with this sort of bullet time effect. Yeah, and it's super satisfying. It's really fun to be able to bounce between all those different things. It's chaotic, but it's really manageable, you know what I'm saying? So far, at least, in how they kind of split up the action. Very often you're doing like the parrying with the 2D or the parrying with the shooting gallery, you know what I mean? And they kind of break it up and you go back and forth.
How is the music?
The music is excellent so far too, just in the, really crunchy, these kind of like crunchy synth vibes and stuff like that.
Like, are we getting the Streets of Rage energy a little bit?
Yeah, but a little bit intense and very, a real intense sort of feeling, not too like lighthearted or anything here. One of the things that I really like about it, other than the control and everything, is there's a lot of like destructible interactive things in the environments too that you can kind of shoot out and interact with. Just the stages are breakable. They have lots of like things to interact with like that, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
How
about the economy? I know you're a little early on.
I'm too early.
I'm shop. I saw.
There's a shop.
Damiani, we love a shop.
There's a shop. There's quite a few weapons. You have essentially like unlimited bullets with your initial gun and everything, and it seems like a couple of others, but I haven't gotten too into like a whole bunch of different item management yet or anything. But you have item management. It looks like you even have upgrades and stuff like that. So it looks like it gets very deep. Again, I'm extremely early. I would just say the feeling of the control overall, very good. It does a lot of like unorthodox, unexpected stuff so far. Again, I'm early on, but there's crap that's really weird. Like you'll start at a stage, for instance, the very beginning, it just begins, and you have like literally 25 guys on screen.
Just attacking.
Yeah, and you're like, what the hell is going on? You're like just right out of the gate into a level. You have 25 guys, so you're shooting them, and it keeps coming, Damiani. Like all these guys, like they're not they're not like being like spawned in like endlessly.
No,
like they're
spawns.
Right,
Yeah.
they're programmed to be there, and they're coming in deliberately. But there's just like a crap load, and you're like, what the hell's going on? You have like super intense shootout to start the stage without even being able to take a breath, and you get through that, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then you're breathing, and you're like, oh, okay, I can move forward now like I would in a normal game and like approach some normal enemies, you know what I mean? So they're throwing all kinds of like just unusual things like that, I would say, just for having played a few levels. This is actually one of those moments there where it just starts with this huge, you're not really seeing the scale of it, but there you have to shoot like 30 guys before you even get to move on, and that's like how the scene opens, so
it has been such a good year for games like this with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Shinobi Art of Vengeance, Prince of Persia.
Oh my gosh, a new golden era for real.
Unbelievable. We're getting beat 'em ups and we're getting shoot 'em ups and just side scrollers and action platformers. Like, it is out of control.
And we're multi-year run now with just amazing pixel art, action, 2D games. I would say it's been several years in a row. We're just getting tons of them. So let me just speak a tiny bit about it, like maybe a concerns or whatever. First of all, I highly recommend this. If you're looking for a little thing to pick up over the holiday break or something, get this thing. Like, no matter what, it's worth it.
It's co-op also.
Yeah, I can already testify to say, it's the control is there, everything is there. So something that would make me nervous in this kind of game, that's happened a lot in a lot of these pixel kind of art, modern retro style games. The difficulty, oftentimes, I'm talking about Steel Assault, games like that, unreasonable and unnecessarily punishing, where you're like, especially a game, you're like, I want to be able to enjoy this and then crank it up, do what I want to do. So how is that so far? Look, right away, no difficulty levels, so sometimes that'll make me nervous. Like, at least maybe you can unlock that later, but at least right out of the gate, you can't select your difficulty, so that sometimes will make me nervous.
I love that. I love that.
However, Huber likes this. For me, a lot of times, especially a 2D action game.
Because it's so communal. It's like, we're all doing this one.
It's just the thing about it that can drive me nuts with a game like this, though. If it's too difficult right out of the gate, I will just get like frustrated after a few levels,
There should always
like
be
Steel
an
Assault.
assist or a story mode for sure.
I'm talking about.
You said there are.
There is
difficulty levels
not.
you have
There
to
is
unlock?
not. Well, maybe you
sorry.
unlock.
I
I don't
you
know.
Said you unlocked them.
I'm
That's why I said
hoping you
viewers not
unlock,
gonna
but
like
there's
that.
no sign of it so far. Yeah,
Got it.
No,
So it is just creators' intent play. On
I
this
think so.
different-
They have, in fact, you can select like an arcade mode, which is even more obviously more punishing, where
you
that's
can
like
game
no
over.
death. Yeah,
Oh my
and I'm
God,
like, no thanks. I'm just gonna try to like ease into this. So it's hard enough right out of the gate. But unlike something like Steel Assault, which I got like hung up a few times and really frustrated with because I love the game so much, but it just had like these spikes at certain areas that really, I was like, I really like with a game like this to be able to get through the whole thing and ramp it up and then get better and ramp it up and then be doing my, not necessarily a speed run, but trying to do your arcade runs where you're like, now I'm at the point where I want it. But at first, I love to be able to get through it. And it's always really disappointing to me when I like struggle with just getting through it because it's like
Volgar.
Something like that.
Insane.
Volgar
difficulty,
2.
Frustrating.
Yeah, Volgar Part 2.
Yeah.
Steel Assault. I'm going to call it out. These games that are just like lovely to look at. And you're like, I just want to be able to get through it early enough. But it has. And so this game so far seems like a decent balance. It's obviously not easy. None of these style of games are because of, what they represent. The era of gaming was just tough as nails. But the only thing about and obviously this has checkpoints, okay? So that's good. So that's the second thing that I'm most curious about on a game like this.
Checkpoints
checkpoint
are
usage.
So friendly. I love them.
Yes, I love them also, but there's a wide range of how they're implemented, right? Checkpoints can be like
nothing worse than when you die, Don, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get back. Oh, I'm this
exactly
far back?
Right,
What?
right. Exactly. That's the thing that makes me now. So that's the only thing about this that might make me a tiny bit nervous. In the short amount I have played, they do have ample checkpoints where, like, throughout the stage, you're being able to get checkpoints, which is nice. But the placement of them is a little suspect in some areas. For instance, like I've already crossed a couple areas where you have some of these massive shootouts. And then the checkpoint, instead of being right after that, is right before. And so then it just becomes this labor where you're like, it's not difficult. It's just I don't want to spend another 4 minutes shooting all these guys that I can get through. It's not like I'm going to die. I just don't want to do this again for 4 minutes before getting to the part again that I'm actually having trouble with. So we'll see how that plays out over the course of it. So far, I would say it's not like too egregious. It's like pretty well done, but there's a little bit of that already, rearing its head. But again, with a game like this, it's like you're going to put in the time to get there.
I know it's early.
Yeah.
And I don't like to make these decisions before you roll credits, but are we putting this in the same tier as Ragebound and Act of Vengeance? Art of Vengeance?
It's too early for me to say because I haven't played enough. However, could it get there? Oh, yes.
Potential.
Like, could this potentially, maybe, I don't know, could this potentially be even better than something like Huntdown? Yes.
Sick.
And you can imagine Huntdown is like the ultimate 10 out of 10 for this style of game for me. The absolute best it gets. Because, like, for instance, they're just taking like the graphic style so far, and the shooting gallery element of it is like not my favorite. That's not my favorite perspective to do in games like this. But
Huntdown's still $20.
Incredible
Don't
value.
skip it.
Yes.
Don't skip it.
Serious. One of the all-time greats.
Straight up.
So I don't know. We'll see how it gets there. I haven't fought enough bosses. I haven't gotten nearly enough far enough in it yet to really figure it all out. But I love what they're doing. I love how they're really doing something new with, changing up the perspective of the action constantly throughout the level. I love the characters. Just the whole art design of it is sick as hell. Another one of those games where you just want to take a million knees as you're playing and just soak up this vibrant world. Yeah. So far it's very excellent. The ceiling could be very, very, very high on this, but also I have, I've learned to like not get too in love with something like this too early, because in many cases as you go on, depending how the pacing is, depending how many choices they could make, it can either be a masterpiece or it can be like something that is doing, a bunch of stuff great, but has a couple of really big red flag type of things in it. So far, no huge red flags on this at all. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And like it's definitely like cleared all the initial checkpoints of things that I would confidently like, even though I haven't played it enough, if you're like into this style of game in any kind of way, I would be able to recommend the purchase like right out, with just the small amount I've already played. And the lighting effects, like you're seeing a small amount of the lighting effects here, but when it's another one of those games you play in person, as good as the graphics look here, when you're playing in person. There's just so much detail, so much movement and stuff happening that to really be able to appreciate. Yeah.
This is $20, and a physical copy of Dick Tracy on Sega Genesis is $180.
Holy
So maybe just hop
smokes.
into Neon Inferno.
Jeez.
I think I still have my copy.
I was just
of
gonna
Dick Tracy
say,
on Genesis. I don't have the box.
wow, nice
but I'm
little-
pretty sure I have the cartridge.
Huber's got a little nest egg for his future. Jeez.
Where is the rocket?
Cash that Dick
Oh, that's
Tracy in.
Rocketeer. I always get Rocketeer. The villain in Rocketeer, he looks like he would be in.
He should be a
He
Dick
does,
Tracy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure. Dawn, thank you so
That's
much
it.
for
Thank you.
talking about Neon Inferno.
Heck yeah.
Another in a long list of can't miss indie games in the year of 2025.
Oh, yeah.
We are thriving.
We are. Lot to be thankful for, Huber.
Absolutely. Blood is absurd.
Here we go.
2 minutes ago, Blood just sent me a code for Outer Worlds 2. There
Yep.
you are. Ridiculous.
Mikey Dowling. He's in chat right now. He says it's from his GoldenEye slapper rival.
Oh my
But wait.
Who knows? He's been ducking out on him for the last couple of years because he doesn't want that slap.
Whoa!
Challenge.
Yo, I'm
Challenge.
ready anytime. I'm local, Mikey. I'm down anytime.
But I was the one who asked if we had any codes.
I love Outer Worlds. Hey, I love Outer Worlds 1 more than you. You were like, meh. Don't lie.
Listen, I
Don't
liked
lie.
it. I didn't finish it.
Don't lie. Yeah, that was one of my favorite games that year. Check
Yeah.
the tape. Straight up. Outer Worlds is so good.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
want to crack my knees.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
What?
Crack the knees.
You were like so hard out on Outer Worlds because like, oh, I played 100 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Calling you
I
out.
liked it though.
Speaking of Isla.
Not in front of Mikey, dude. No, I liked it. I liked it. I was burned out on some other. I had just played some other RPG right before that year. I can't remember what it was.
Speaking of Isla.
Huh? Oh, right.
Yeah,
The
that was
Isla. The Isla. Isla, the Isla, the Isla.
More
Isla,
like,
the Isla, the Isla.
more
Isla,
like
That's the ridiculous
cross.
coincidence we've had this year.
Isla, the Isla, the Isla, the Isla, the Isla. Say that a bunch of times. It's
Because
fun.
we had already seen ILA, A.I.L.A, and then ILA, a Frosty Glide comes up. And they're like, all right, well, I was doing this, and now we're going to double dip on this.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Bloodworth.
Mikey says that he'll
Spoil
give
me.
me a code too.
Nice.
Very spoiled. Thank you.
I
very
want to
much.
play
Very
it.
grateful.
I'm interested.
Thank you. Love and respect. All right, Isla, take us away on what is going on with your name
Yeah.
being used here in the video game world. Everybody wants a piece of Isla.
Well, who knows if that's true, but yeah, the name Isla is also on the rise in baby names apparently. But
Love that.
there are also two
It's a beautiful
games that have recently come out. One is called Isla, a Frosty Glide, spelled I-L-A, so
Yeah.
there's no secret S like in my name. And then there's one called Isla, which is A-I-L-A with periods in between, which is a horror game. So they're very different. This one is a cozy, like,
Yeah, I was putting the
Broom
B-roll together
snowboarding
last night, and I was like,
game.
man, this couldn't be more different.
The duality of Isla.
yeah. So we'll talk about Isla, a Frosty Glide first. I'll be pretty brief on both of these.
This
I've
looks
only played like 2 hours or so of both.
Yo, this is good
this one
timing
is-
with Wicked here.
This one is you play kind of a teenage witch returning kind of to your magical land or whatever. There's definitely some like story stuff, like family drama, like maybe a dead family member or something.
no.
Like I don't know. There's some kind of like I was like, oh man, am I gonna get sad playing this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's pretty.
It looks
it's
awesome.
fun. Yeah, it's fun to fly around on your broom.
Isla, one of my favorite things of exploring video games world is the contrast between, which we just saw in this trailer, of a cozy town and then just like a beautiful wilderness overlook.
For sure.
Like,
I mean,
I
that's
love that.
That's the name of this game. So like it starts off and you're on this mountain and you're trying to get to the town. And there's some intrigue, like all these wizards and witches and stuff have like left.
Outer
And you're
Worlds
like-
2 sent to Isla.
Oh my god! Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you, Mikey.
I'll fire it up tonight
Respect.
on Xbox. I imagine.
Now, I'm not in charge of the podcast after this, so it's up to you guys to actually
talk
play and
about
talk
it.
about this
100%.
game.
One of my most anticipated of the year. Just a lot going
Yeah.
on.
Absolutely.
For sure.
We'll talk about
100%.
it. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, it's cute. You're zipping around on your broom. You get gleams or whatever, and that makes your glide distance longer. So then there's sort of like a Metroidvania-esque gating in that kind of way, where it's like if you have if your glide is up to 3, you can reach this area. But if it's not, I got the impression that like speedrunners might be able to find cheeky ways to do things.
Ways to bypass the
Uh-huh.
gating.
Houses on the side of the cliff are cool.
It's
love
cute.
that.
The style of this game is really neat. There were a couple of times where I got a little stuck where I was just like, where is the thing I was looking for? And like one of them was hidden behind a waterfall. Gotta give them credit. It was pretty fun, but it took me a
classic.
while to notice and think of that. But yeah, it's fun. The only tiny minor nitpick I had was, so it's one of those games where the camera kind of controls itself a lot of the time. You can change it though, but sometimes it'll like change it back or like kind of adjust or float or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like you're fighting it a little bit.
And I totally understand why they have it like that, because there are a lot of weird situations where like if you were trying to do both at the same time, it would be a lot to handle. I do kind of wish that just in the options they had a choice to turn off auto camera like adjustments so that you can, like, I'm a seasoned ass gamer, I can move
Yeah.
the camera myself.
You know what's up.
But because it actually did start making me a little queasy sometimes when it moved in a way I wasn't expecting. But that's like literally the only like minor thing I had on this game. But it's really cute. I liked it.
Nice.
The other
Looks
one,
really cozy.
now for something completely different.
A.I.L.A.
A.I.L.A.
This is Shield vibes.
Yeah. Let me just refresh this so it doesn't.
May contain content inappropriate for children.
Yeah.
Put the kids to
Why
bed.
is this not going full screen?
My
Hang on.
name is
YouTube updated
ILA.
itself and now it sucks. All right.
Yo, Outlast vibes.
They can't see it yet.
Okay. Well, Outlast vibes is like rolling up to a location in a car. Very, very sketch. Yeah.
Now they can see it, but I think it won't loop correctly, so I need to. Yeah, YouTube, fucking fix your back end, bro.
Fix it. You've got
Yeah,
the
now
money.
It's doing this again. Like, ugh. All right, let's just hope it loops. Here we go. Isla, spelled A-I-L-A, because it's a horror game with like an AI as sort of the pseudo-antagonist. You live in a... this game is pretty wild. It starts off and you're playing one kind of game, and then it sort of shifts to a completely different kind of horror game with like a HUD and an axe and stuff. The first one's like super gritty. You're like stapled to or nailed to the wall, and you like very gory and like intense, And then it goes to like a kind of a more pixely, kind of stylized graphical style, and you're like, there's a HUD that shows up, and you've got like an axe or a shotgun, I can't remember, and you're like going through this countryside, right? And then you take off a VR headset, and it goes to your apartment. And so the game is set in the future, near-ish maybe future, where AI and robotics and like deliveries via drones are kind of standardized. And you go around, you try to make yourself a cup of tea, but your smart home kind of messes it up. You can pet the cat, and you have to feed the cat. Another little stumbling
Damiani's
point.
pumped.
The cat food is in the cabinet up in the upper left of the kitchen.
No way.
I fucking wander around this apartment
Oh
for
my
10 minutes
God.
looking for this damn cat food.
I feel like that's where it is in Damiani's apartment.
That's probably where it is. But yeah,
No, there's a whole pile of it on the counter last week.
you
Just
had
out
to
in the open.
You have to feed the cat to continue. Anyways, And but then you get a delivery, and it's this AI game console with a VR headset, and the kind of interface of that is this girl named Isla who talks to you, and she. I got really excited at first because I thought it was going to do sort of a Silent Hill 3 Shattered Memories kind of a deal.
Yeah.
Where it's like asking you questions, the player, and adapting what makes you scared. It might get into that more later. The first couple of levels that I did, you answered a little bit of questions, but it was more just like, there was an option at one point to take a gun, and it was like,
grab the gun, Moira.
well, and it was like, you didn't take the gun because I didn't take the gun. And the game was like, oh, you didn't take the gun. And she was like, didn't that make you feel vulnerable? And I was like, no, I think it was kind of interesting because it engages with your knowledge of games like this. And it was like, no, it felt like a trap because I was like, if I had a gun, then the game would behave like I had a gun,
It would make you hallucinate into killing a innocent
or
person.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But so the kind of concept is this AI is in world. This AI is supposedly owned by like a medical and like mental health company that and they
Abstergo.
want to like test it to help people overcome like trauma and stuff like that and fears and things. And so the gaming aspect of it is sort of like how they're going to beta test it. So you are a professional beta tester for games. That's your job in this game.
This is very Assassin's Creed.
It's interesting, yeah. It is a little Abstergo, yeah. So you are testing these games, right? And so you get the impression that it's like, okay, the things might not work as intended, And then right away, you play this game, and she's like, what did you think of that? And you kind of say, and then she kind of tweaks it and makes it a little less like cliche. And it kind of just goes from there. I don't want to say too much, but like, I think it'll like kind of change genres and it'll change all kinds of stuff. But the cool thing, and I kind of have a sense, again, I've only played the first couple of hours, but I have kind of a sense of where it's going to go because as soon as Isla was hooked up, the tea machine worked correctly. And then I hear her voice in the house, in the apartment. And she was like, oh, yeah, it's a standard feature that I integrate with the house. If you don't like that, I've already drafted an email that you can proofread to send to the company to lodge a complaint that you don't like that feature. And then so you go to the computer and read the email that she drafted saying, I don't like the feature that she's able to do this, which I thought was a clever kind of a thing. I don't know if they used any AI in making this, but like, it seems like it's kind of saying like, hey, do we need this kind of stuff? Who knows?
Yeah.
But it is neat. It's a cool premise, and it's like got some neat ideas going on. The first couple of horror things were kind of gritty. Like you had and also you had like a remote for a TV, and every time you changed the channels, the room would change, which I like that kind of stuff.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that I thought was kind of cool. And then like
stay tuned tonight.
It did some PT kind of like this door used to go over here, but now it goes behind yourself and like that kind of stuff. And like mechanics with like if you don't look at this thing, a thing will happen, and if you do look at it, different things will happen, like that kind of stuff. So it seems like it's doing neat kind of things. Maybe it does it more later. I was hoping. I'm always hoping for a game that'll like psychologically profile you as a player and then do things specifically to scare you. I got the impression that it's more. The story of the game is that it's doing that, but for the character in the game, not for you as the player.
Well,
really.
but
that might change later in the game.
Isla, this review blurb from Critical Hits says Isla delivers a psychological horror experience built on the relationship between the player and an AI, capable of creating personalized scenarios based on emotions and choices.
Hell yeah,
so
maybe
exactly
so.
What you're
Yeah,
thinking.
I mean that's what I was hoping it would do. So maybe it starts doing that more and more as it goes, which would make sense because it would have to see how you handle things.
Right.
Because I mean it did keep track of the choices I made and the gameplay style that I had. Like it literally called out like, oh, you didn't take the gun. Like why did you not do that? And so it is tracking this stuff.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm eager to keep going on it. And we'll see.
Sick. Awesome. Looks like a good one. Good year for horror.
Yeah, it is.
Super good. All right, Blood. You're up.
Yeah.
Sequel to a big one, Moonlighter 2.
Yeah, so this one, it's, like, it's one of those funny things where I know there's a ton of people that are gaga for this, and that,
Gaga.
especially for the first one, I only played like a little bit of the first one here and there, and I had
It was hard for me to get into it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm having a hard time getting into it, but now that I've done a few loops, I'm starting to get more than I realized. I was saying the same thing about even like Hades too, right? Like I think there's just something about this genre where it's like I've got to get a little bit more invested before like it really starts to sink its teeth in.
I feel that. That.
But at the same time,
It's such a good feeling when that happens. When you're playing a game, you're like, oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, this is great. That moment. I love that moment.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I'm not quite feeling the combat. I think it does vary on the weapons. So like the first weapon that you have is like a little short sword. And I wasn't feeling that as much. But then when I got the spear and then when I got the great sword, I think it's called a large sword or whatever, I was liking those a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then I really wasn't feeling the gauntlets too much. But I think one of the things that to introduce to, this is early access right now. So there's a lot of time to go.
So I didn't know
they're
that.
Still working
Blood.
on it. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. And yeah, so I think that like some of the stuff is, going to get fleshed out and polished and stuff like that too. So kind of the setup is it's like you've kind of been exiled from the town that you were in the first game. You're in this other dimension or whatever, and like, the landlord is like, you got to start paying rent. And so like now you're going to get back out there. And then story stuff starts happening. This big cube thing called the Endless Vault shows up and then starts setting goals for you start earning more and more money. So like right off the bat, it's like, you need to get 7,000 coins and then I'll give you a reward.
Tom
like,
Nook over here.
But then, so you go out into these dungeons and you do the runs where it's like you've got like all the different nodes on the map that change up every run. And so sometimes there'll be, like a combat arena, and then sometimes like you'll find like a little merchant or something like that. And there will be certain things that are like in those specific rooms too, where like there was a goal that was like, hey, when you get to like when you hear a hammer or whatever, go look for a sword or something like that, right? And I had done like the blacksmiths several times and gotten those blacksmith upgrades, but like, without the thing telling me to go look around, like I'd missed that there's this side path and there's just like gauntlet full of traps, and you get over there and then you get a blueprint for the sword that you can take and get a new sword back in town. Mm-hmm. And then, but the thing with this, Huber, is it's this crazy like juxtaposition, because on the one hand, I feel like the combat is kind of simple, but on the other hand, I feel like it kicks my butt.
Do you think that's the roguelite nature of it?
I think there's definitely part of that, but so like with each like weapon that you pick, you've got like a regular attack and then you've got a special attack, and then you also have like a gun that charges up when you use your main weapon. So you can get those distance attacks with the gun, but your main weapons all have different little quirks. So, for instance, the spear, when you use the normal attack, it actually drops spearheads on the ground, like wherever you hit the enemy. And then when you use the special attack, all of those spearheads fly up at once to return to you.
Whoa.
And so any enemies that are in the path, you hit them all at once like a freaking machine gun.
Like Hades 1, the spear, you would throw it and then recall it back.
Yeah, but like
So
just
fun.
imagine just having like a dozen spearheads out there and they come
that's
back.
so cool.
And then like, as you're going through, like you pick up different perks on a run too. So it's like, okay, you when you do that, apply fire or apply a wound or apply like a static shock or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Static shock, DC shout out.
The large sword, the thing that it has, which is interesting, is your main attack is like a big swing, like a wide sweeping swing. But when you hit enemies with it, it dulls the sharpness. But then your
Durability.
Your special attack is a stab, and that regains sharpness. So you kind of have to like go back and forth. But then that second one that I picked up,
Yeah.
that blueprint that I picked up, it changes so that the main attack doesn't dull your blade, but your blade is constantly getting dull. Like every 2 seconds, it gets duller and duller. So it becomes more of a time thing rather than an attack thing.
DPS check.
Yeah. And then the thing that makes Moonlighter different than, say, Hades is this whole shop aspect of it. So when you're out there picking up treasures in the world, first of all, you have how you arrange them in your bag, because there are all of these weird little ways that they interact with each other, so that like if you get something and you put it in the corner of this spot, then it's going to make everything on this row armored, or it's going to, if you burn certain items, then this other item is going to gain in value. And so it's like all of these little quirks, and like, okay, if you put this here, it's going to burn something to the left, and it's going to burn something to the top.
So it's key where it's placed.
Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
placement and like figuring out how these little systems interact with each other to get the most out of them. Because I had one too. It's like, as soon as you put this in your bag, it's going to burn all of the common items that you have, but it's going to gain
remember
like
that,
8
yeah.
value for each item. And so then you lose a bunch of items, but then you have one really valuable thing.
Got it.
And then when you get back to town after a run, which there's 2 ways this can happen, right? So, well, I mean, I guess 3 ways. So like you could, complete a run, beat the boss or whatever, which I have not beaten a boss yet.
Yeah.
Or you can die. If you die, everything in your bag goes to half value.
Ooh.
So that's a real risk. You really want
Yeah.
to watch your health.
At least you get half. That's pretty friendly.
But at any time, Huber, when
Yeah.
you're on a run and you see like your health is down to like 12 and you're out of potions, you just hold that B button and you teleport back home
Anytime.
and save what you got.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
Yeah. No, I haven't been to a boss yet, so I don't know if that's still true on a boss.
Is teleporting the only way to escape, or is there another like better way to escape?
I'm guessing if you defeat the boss of that
Then you
level,
just
then
kinda-
in that
yeah.
dungeon.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten there quite yet.
Yeah.
And I've done this desert level that you see in the footage, and then I've got to. It was like a gallery is what they called it. It's like a museum like full of artifacts and stuff. And so
Yeah.
you're just smashing display cases and stuff in there. But the desert has like more fire perks, while the gallery had like more electrical kind of things
Oh, okay.
going on. And then when you get back home, when you're running your shop, so then you've got these display cases to put your things out on sale, and you have to set the price for every item. And there's a lot of like little guesswork that you have to put in there, because
sure.
you basically have to sell things to figure out how much they're worth. So you put something in there, and then there'll be like 4 different reactions that you'll get from a customer. It's like either they'll get like coins in their eyes because you sold it way cheap, and they just they just took you for a ride.
Yeah. Take you for a ride.
They can be like happy, and so that's you've kind of got their ideal price there, right? They can be a little grumpy, so they'll still buy it, but they didn't get a good deal
Not
out of
happy
it.
about it.
Or they can be like, no,
Like
they're just
PS
not.
Plus.
They're not buying that thing at all.
Yeah.
So
Grumpy about it.
yeah. Oh, this is the cube. If you're watching, this is the endless vault. This thing that's floating in the middle of town here.
Cool.
And that so far it seems to be like giving me different goals and rewards there. So like first I had 7,000 gold coins, and then after that they raised it up to 50,000 that I have to earn now to get the next thing.
Holy crap.
But yeah, so like just the whole like strategy and mechanics that go behind
Yeah,
the
loop
shop as
looks
well.
so fun, Blood.
Because like you can kind of like I said, like you can kind of figure out the right prices based on like when you sell something and like, okay, if this sold at like 25 and they were like really cheap, let me put it 100, and like, oh no, they're really mad about that. So it's somewhere in between 25 and 100. But then the other thing, once you've started selling a few items, is you can kind of see like where they are on the rarity list too.
Yeah.
And so like, okay, if this thing is like 500 and it's in this row and the next thing's on the next row, it's probably above 500 for its base price.
Yeah.
But then that quality and stuff that I said with the bag, that automatically adds on to the value of that. On top of that, if you buy different display cases, and those have different effects as well. So like this display case will automatically raise the price 20% or whatever, or this display case will be specifically better. Like if you put a uncommon item in this case, then they'll give you a 200 gold tip on top of the price. So all of these little mechanics that start playing in back and forth.
I imagine that's why it's early access right now, to really get those numbers just rock solid. It seems like there's a lot of management in that sense.
Yeah, and then if you do really well on the sales run, then you go over to the blacksmith shop or you go to the alchemist shop, get yourself some more potions, some more health, so you need like the early ones are pretty generous because it's like, if you just have some materials, he'll give you like the base weapons you can just get with like the bomb materials or whatever.
Yeah.
But then once you start getting to the upgrades and the higher level weapons, and like, look, there's like 16 weapons or something there that you can get eventually. You need to have gold plus the right materials.
Got it. So. Yeah, there's always in video games, and Damiani, I'm sure you know this as well, dude, like, there's always in video games, you have like so much of one resource, and then you're just gated by that one resource for your upgrades. It's like, God. It's like I have 1 million gold, but I don't have enough, orbs.
Right. Something I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it was like, give me more of this, please.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting so much of this, but it's like, yo, can I get like a few of these, please? Just throw some my way, please?
There's another little currency that only the landlord takes, and it's specifically just for like decorations and stuff. So you can make your shop look however you want. Yeah.
That's so fun.
There's a little pet that shows up too that just hangs out in the corner. You can go pet them whenever. And there's another thing that I just saw. I haven't like really taken advantage of it yet, but there is a calendar too. So there will be like holidays and stuff where like people want certain types of items. So if you see something like that coming up, it might be to your advantage to like, instead of selling everything that day, put a couple of things in storage for the next day when it's going to sell for more value. You know? So I think that's the thing is like, if you're interested in that kind of management kind of strategy side of things, that like Moonlighter will be more for you. If you're more into the action, it's like I'm a little bit more hesitant because like there's some things where like I just feel like I'm not always like able to read the enemies like while I'm attacking them, and that might be just like getting used to what they're doing. There is that interesting mechanic they have too, where you see how there's like a purple like in the middle of their health bar. So when you get them onto that purple, or some guys, if you like knock them out of the air or if you let them hit a wall or something, they'll get into the stun state, and then you can actually swing your backpack and you can knock them clear out of the arena. Or you can knock them into another enemy, or you can knock them into these bear traps.
That's badass.
So it's pretty nice. Also, like a lot of the what's interesting too is the like, see how I'm like smashing the things on the side there. Sometimes there'll be like an extra little coin or something in there, but for the things like with the sharpness, those actually can be used to that advantage, where it's like, let me like stab these and like get my sharpness up before I go in and fight the next enemy or whatever.
Damiani, one of my favorite things ever in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, is that when a weapon breaks on that hit, it's stronger. Like the stronger hit on the break, like that is, I love that mechanic. I love that. I know durability in that game is very divisive, but no, I love that specific element.
Specific, because people use that. Yeah, it's important.
So cool. Awesome. Moonlighter 2, it's on Steam right now. Very positive reviews.
Nice.
Very positive. Not overwhelming, but very positive. Came out a week ago. Early access, it is $25. And the early access for how long it'll be is just like as long as we need. So settle in as they crunch all these numbers and just get it. Nice.
Definitely. Like, if you want to get in there and get a taste of it.
It's also on Xbox Game Preview as well.
Leave some feedback, because that's why they're in early access. So they want to know, like, okay, what are you struggling with or whatever, And so for me, it's like, okay, just like reading the dodges and stuff like that, So
just iron that out. Just nice. Because Moonlighter 1, absolute cult classic. Not good, like a classic.
Damiani, I know you're gonna like this. They got the composer from Hollow Knight. to do the music.
Ooh,
Sick.
very nice.
High praise
Good
there.
grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Blood. Moonlighter 2, y'all. Another huge indie game and like a big sequel. That's a big one, Blood. Like, this year's crazy.
Yeah.
We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, take a moment to like, subscribe, ring that bell on YouTube. It really helps us out. It helps us all stay connected. Should we have connected? Sanford Bridges?
Should we have?
Should we have?
I think we should with Patreon and our socials.
Like, everyone was saying that they don't answer that question, but, like, I was playing the other night, and they kind of did. So
Well, and also
I need to talk to Damiani about it. They kind of did, actually.
I think it's a meditation that you're supposed to hold in your heart as you play.
yes.
You know, it's not for the game to answer; it's for the viewer. It's
Yeah,
for the player
and
to answer.
I thought about it myself, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, should we be doing this because of this question and that was just raised in the game? Honestly, I think it does answer it.
To tangent off of your tangent, on the radio on the way here, they were talking about the first transatlantic cable, like the 1800s, and like having to literally take ships out there. And, you know, it was just this rich guy who had been forced to retire for his health, and he was just bored, who funded this stuff. And, like, it took them, like, multiple attempts before they actually pulled it off. Like, one time they just, like, dropped a set of cable by accident in the wrong place, and they couldn't get it back. And it's like, well, guess we'll have to try again in another year or something, you know? It's like, and then, like, what they
Whoa.
did is, like, they started from the middle, and the ships went out both directions, laying the cable.
Blood, I'm obsessed with this. Is there like a documentary on this? I want to watch
I think
that.
there is. I think there's like a whole website and stuff on it. I don't remember the exact URL, but yeah, they were talking about it. Yep.
Sounds like right in my wheelhouse. I want to watch that.
Yeah,
That is
the guy
awesome.
they had on the radio is on NPR, so you could probably find it on NPR. Was like
Shout out NPR,
the like
best.
the same name as the guy that funded it, but like the fourth,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the great
yep.
great grandson. Like yeah,
Oh my gosh. I love that line in Hawkeye where he's like, he's Armand the Seventh. I think that's quite sufficient. Like, okay. God. The third, the fourth, the fifth. Also, if you want to sponsor this podcast and put your name right here in this beautiful open space, you can email us at info@easyallies.com. We'll get you all the details. Now, it is time, because Thanksgiving is approaching in just a couple days here in America. I will be watching the extended 2-hour and 50-minute Terrence Malick cut of the New World Tomorrow, no question.
I thought he was gonna say the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because of the video game representation this year, and then
For sure.
extended.
Yeah, for sure. Macy's Day Parade for sure. We are doing the top turkeys of 2025. Blood, tell everyone what that exactly means.
Yeah, so we try to be lighthearted, but unfortunately, like a lot of these things do, you know, they come from bummer situations. But like maybe, you know, with a little bit more hindsight, you know, you can be a little bit more jovial about them. But I think really what it comes down to is sort of self-inflicted mistakes. Self-inflicted pain. Yeah, you did this. This is your fault.
This is on you.
Yeah, and so like I'll go over like some of the broad things. If anyone wants to hop in and really dive in,
This
you
is
know,
great.
and follow up, please go for it.
All right.
But it was hilarious this year, Huber, because
Yeah.
this is one of those episodes like this, and then like the year in the review that they're always like they're kind of tedious because like for me to like really like jog my brain, it's like
You
okay,
got it.
let me go through all of the rundowns from the past year. Like, what was there?
Totally.
What did I forget? This year I started off and like remembered like
hanging, bud.
4 of these. Like I just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Just a big pile of these. More than that even. Anyways, but the one that I gave to I also took some suggestions from the patrons this year too.
Yes.
But to fuel the fire,
Yeah.
Crafton
Fan the flames.
Crafton let go of the founders of Unknown Worlds when they resisted delaying the early access launch of Subnautica 2. Why did Crafton want that to happen? Because they didn't want to pay the bonuses that they had promised them in the contract.
That is nothing short of fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets even funnier. The case is currently in court, and allegedly the CEO of Crafton asked ChatGPT how they could get out of paying the bonus.
What a.
which even ChatGPT said, like, nah, dude, you got to pay this. And on the stand, the CEO seemed to indicate that he consulted ChatGPT, quote, like a Google search, to get faster answers rather than waiting for his legal and financial teams to investigate and report back to him.
Oh my god.
Are CEOs just like the worst humans? Just
I'm not
like
convinced they're humans.
yeah, like
that-
what? Go ahead, Damiani.
Yeah, that level of like frantic panic of like, oh god, don't want to lose that like those precious dollars. I can't even wait for like my lawyers and stuff.
No,
Like, maybe I'm smarter than them.
It's
and
worse. Damiani,
AI
it's
will
worse
save
than that.
me.
It's not even about the money. It's so that he wouldn't look like a pushover.
Right. Like he didn't want to appear weak, and so
Yeah.
he did the most pussy bitch thing to do, which is ask ChatGPT how to not do something.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Looks like an absolute clown.
Yeah.
God. Unbelievable. Like CEOs, you always see their salaries and it's like more than entire like
Well, a lifetime of
towns.
somebody else's
Yeah.
paycheck.
Oh,
Right?
mo-
Yeah.
sure.
Many people combine, like an entire city's worth sometimes of like people's yearly salary. It's insane. It's a joke.
There's a lot from EA, but I might have more later. But the first one I picked from EA, canceling Black Panther to, quote, sharpen our focus and put our creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities. Yeah, and not only that, but like the fact that, you know, that team was gelling, you know,
Yeah.
and like even if you canceled the game, but to also just like scuttle the team too, it's crazy, man.
That is insane. And then, so that was EA. And then who's making Marvel 1940?
That's
whatever?
Amy Hennig's outfit, yeah.
Okay.
Like I keep blanking on the name, but yeah. Skydance, I think maybe.
Okay,
Is that
okay.
right? I don't know.
1943, Rise of Hydra. That is PlayOn. Publisher. Skydance developer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a second one for EA already. Still playing out. The Saudi-funded deal that seems to require them to have enormous cost cutting that they just believe AI will take care of, reducing their costs and paying back the debt that this thing will make them take on if it happens.
I saw a good quote from Dan Houser yesterday about AI, and he was like, it's super overrated, AI.
Oh,
And like the entire video game industry is going to go two ways where it's like super creativity or super AI algorithm business. He's like, we're
Product,
probably
yeah.
going to get both, but like which one is going to be the focus moving forward in the industry? I was
yeah.
like,
I saw a little bit of
scary.
yeah, a quote of that going around. I'm like,
Yeah.
where were you 10 years ago? Because I don't think this is news to me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
First one from Microsoft. After years of buying studios, Microsoft has now decided to lay off a number of workers and cancel projects, notably Perfect Dark, Everwild.
Do you know how many times I forgot Perfect Dark has been canceled? So many fucking times I forget it's canceled. God.
But from everything with that game,
God.
that game probably should have been canceled. But what should not have been canceled, from everything that came out of that so far, it sounds like the new MMO project from ZeniMax Online, Project Blackbird, sounded like that game was absolutely like a revolutionary, you know, forward-thinking product. And it was like, nope, that's just gone.
Microsoft can't allow forward thinking.
Yeah. And then all of that also hit some external developers. We saw, you know, there were some layoffs from Virtuous right around that time that probably related, as well as John Romero's team having their project put on ice. Not naming a publisher, but it happened right after this, you know, and we still haven't seen if they've managed to land a deal or not. You know, they were still being pretty optimistic last I heard about it, but yeah.
But as long as their accountability margins are high, I told you about that, right?
Yeah, the 30% nonsense. Yeah.
Well, they changed, and internally they've changed from calling profit margins to calling them accountability margins to like pass the buck to the workers even more. It's crazy.
Nintendo, $80 for Mario Kart World.
Here we go. Peak arrogance.
Which then leads directly into Microsoft again for attempting to follow Nintendo and make their games $80, which they left Obsidian holding the ball
Oh my
with Outer
God.
Worlds 2.
I was upset.
Reversed eventually.
Yes.
But yeah. They were the first ones to be at that $80 price
Yeah.
point.
And that was not Obsidian's fault.
Oh yeah,
took all
Microsoft is
the
making
heat.
that decision. Yep.
Yeah, they took
Yep.
all the heat. I was coming at them hot.
I canceled it. And I'll pay for anything.
No, we're talking about the price point for Outer Worlds 2 and other
Yeah.
first party.
Oh, right. Sorry.
$80.
We haven't got to that stuff
I was
yet.
thinking about the thing that we're about to get to.
Okay. $80,
$80,
dude.
The Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Dude, this.
Should have been free, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, why was this not free?
The most easy free
Layup.
pack-in.
It's a layup, especially after Wii Sports was.
Yeah,
Wii
although
Sports was a bundle.
that was fought hard for by Reggie. That was
Yeah.
not a
Okay.
Yeah, that was not a Nintendo Japan decision.
But also like Wii Sports was sick.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And
Yeah.
this, even if free, people would have been like, yeah, I don't know.
It's chill. If it was free, it'd be like, oh, it's chill.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
check it out. I don't
Game
know.
that demonstrates the console's potential while being like a fun, engaging actual game that became a
Yeah.
phenomenon versus a tutorial app
Totally.
with
Right.
some gamification in it.
Totally. But that's crazy is that, we had Wii Sports and now like we're charging for Welcome Tour.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy.
Like
there's
Wii
a-
Bowling sold systems.
yeah.
There's a few things there because once I dug into it and I was like, oh, I actually kind of appreciate what's here, but I think it's like, the framework for how it's presented to you is very annoying.
Yeah.
But on top of that, it's named something entirely different in Japan. And so I think that the name Welcome Tour is part of the problem. Like, that may be the botch itself.
Welcome Tour implies,
It implies
hey, booting up
everyone
this
that gets a
console.
Switch 2 should play this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Welcome to the console that you just bought.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas
Here
in
is what
Japan,
it's
it's something
about.
more like behind the scenes special access or something like that.
Got it.
It's like, oh, if you're a nerd,
It's like a
come and check this out.
documentary.
Yeah, Damiani, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, in special access, implies more like you pay for it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forget exactly what it translates to.
VIP.
Like, ideas. Next time for your Switch 3, you'll need that game because you won't get like HD Rumble 2 locked behind a paywall. Unless you do this and unlock it. You want that 4K behind a paywall.
God, someone will do that eventually, won't they?
Because seriously, the Welcome Tour, to me, is such a cool idea. Like, I want stuff like that.
The educational side of it is actually pretty neat. Yeah.
Exactly. I think the idea there is really cool. So it's a bummer that it was botched, for sure.
Back to Microsoft, as Isla was alluding to earlier, price hikes on Game Pass.
This one.
Yeah,
Drop the
moving
price.
specifically moving the day one titles to only be on Ultimate. I think that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing. Like, now you can't just oh, it's on Game. No, it's on Ultimate. I think.
What's
yeah.
And
what's-
making it 50% more expensive or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, God,
Yeah. What's Don's quote?
no longer an incredible value?
No longer an incredible value.
Is that the one?
Yeah, it is. It absolutely
Yeah.
is. No longer an incredible value.
It's true, though. Like, I was always an advocate.
For sure you were.
I was an advocate for Game Pass, even though I, turned on my Xbox every 3 months. I
Yeah.
was like, I still kind of come out ahead
incredible value.
because I'm trying games that I wouldn't have otherwise tried.
100%.
And it's $19 a month, and so it's like if I play 2 or 3 games in a 3-month window,
You're
and I
still
don't,
getting
I'm
it.
still coming out slightly ahead, right? I wouldn't
So
have played
right.
that otherwise. Now it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth it. I canceled it the day they did this. I was
Yeah.
like, screw this. Like,
Totally.
no way. And I'd been an Ultimate. I think I was grandmothered into the older thing for a while, where I had PC and Ultimate and whatever all bundled for
Yeah.
cheaper. I think that it went away. The pricing became the same. But I'm
still
weird
grandfathered
thing.
in on my like original Xbox.
Yeah.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like I don't have PC, but just for Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't know when that will end.
Yeah, I had
just
like the
hanging on to
combo
it.
for the price of one thing going for a long time.
But they have stuck me though, because the reason I had done it that way, separate and not doing Ultimate, is because like I wanted to be able to cancel Game Pass whenever I wasn't using it. It's like, oh, I'm not going to use that for a couple of months. Let me cancel it for now and bring it back. But now it's in this weird like limbo towards like if I cancel it, I can never get it back.
Yeah.
Without going up in price. So
Totally. We're not even done here, but I wanna say that this is probably my number one turkey, because Game Pass was the entire identity and the selling point really of Xbox. Incredible value. Like Isla's just saying, she barely even engages with the system, but was like rocking Game Pass because it was such an incredible value. TM, and
Well, and it's the whole like their whole weird thing with everything is an Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Like that makes sense when Game Pass exists at a reasonable price, because then you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just log into this phone or TV or whatever
Totally.
with my Game Pass, and I have every
You're
game I've ever wanted.
so right.
Whereas now it's like, I'll just play a real thing, like on a different thing.
you
like,
are so right.
I feel like they killed their own
Yep.
thing.
I agree. I
So
agree.
weird.
Big turkey. Big turkey.
Apparently, PC Game Pass is still worth it.
yes,
according to
PC
people,
PC Game
but
Pass is still pretty cheap.
Can you get PC Game Pass for the upcoming Steam machine? With
Yeah.
that? Yeah, right?
You
Yeah.
could
You can
could-
install
go.
You'd have to install
You'd
Windows.
have to install Windows,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Got it.
But,
okay.
but Valve lets you do whatever you want with that. It's a PC,
Yeah.
so
Nice little combo action there, potentially.
although you'd be hamstringing your Steam machine, and it will not run as well with Windows as it will with Steam OS. Like I can pretty much guarantee that.
Okay. So a little
Yeah.
weird there. Okay.
I think this is one of the ones that's submitted by patrons. This is funny. So Amazon was apparently trying to topple Steam as the #1 place to buy games.
Good luck with that.
They did such a bad job, no one even knew that they were trying. Quote, the 15-plus year-long attempt to challenge Steam
15 years?
started
What?
before I was VP of Prime Gaming, but we never cracked the code.
Stop.
Our assumption was that gamers would naturally buy from us because they were already using Twitch. Wrong.
What was the name of their service? What even was this?
I don't even know if it had a fancy name.
That is
Got rid of that.
This
Prime
Week on
Gaming,
Prime or something.
yeah.
Yeah, Prime Gaming. Yeah.
that is
It's
insane.
gone now, yeah.
That's like
15 years.
that's like whenever I hear about Luna or Lua or whatever.
Yeah, they reconfigured Luna too. Yeah.
That's like every time I hear that Amazon has a gaming
Yeah.
console or a game engine still, I'm like, you're still doing that?
Is that Guardians
You're still doing that?
3? Somebody has a Luna? Or like a,
Oh, I don't know.
right?
No.
Are you talking about a
You're
Zoom?
thinking about a Zune.
Zoom.
Luna is a
That's
a
right.
Stadia competitor that
That's
Amazon
right.
runs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I was getting those wires
A
crossed.
Stadia competitor in 2025.
Oh my god. Insane.
This one was submitted by Harrison Holt. This I did not know about. This is great. My absolute favorite one from this year was a doozy. A Serbian TV channel, Nacionala Televizija Happy, were broadcasting the evening news and were doing a post-match bulletin of Serbia's win over Andorra in a FIFA World Cup qualifying match earlier that day. As is the norm, the news anchor would read out the notable moments while a highlights package is played on the screen for viewers. Go ahead and push play. Showing
no.
all the breakouts, near misses, and goals from the match.
Oh no.
It wasn't until 20 seconds had passed that the network realized its mistake. Instead of showing highlights from the actual match, they had shown footage from Konami's eFootball.
Oh My God. What? Well, hey, shout out to video games looking so real here.
Right. Yeah, when it's like low resolution, I was like, oh, these are real people, right?
This does not look real.
It does not. It does not. It does
Full
not.
screen, this looks
It does
not
not.
real.
It actually looks like retro.
Yeah, it looks like older than.
That is hilarious.
I love a broadcast gaff, man, because it's like it's there,
It's so
it's out
fun.
there.
Those are
You
so
can't
fun.
can't fix it now.
And it's all how the anchor handles it. Like make or break if the anchor just rolls with it like, oh, whoops. Like,
I'm gonna tee this one up, like someone else to go off of it. Maybe Isla. Roblox, just like this past week,
Yeah.
CEO basically crashed out when being asked about child safety. Seemed to think they were just gonna have a fun time, and they were gonna tell him how great
Well,
that they were doing.
Well, it's weird because it's like I wouldn't even call it a crash out. This is the kind of thing where I'm like, we don't need interviews with CEOs anymore. We don't need press releases from CEOs. We don't need marketing speech anymore. CEOs don't need to speak to humans because everything they say is pointless. In fact, they say nothing. So like this thing with Roblox, if you don't know, they were interviewed and the CEO, like the guy interviewing him is like, hey, yeah, so there's a lot of predators on Roblox.
Scary.
What's the deal, you know? And he's like, it's the easiest slam dunk if he had finished this sentence correctly. He says, yeah, we see that as an opportunity. And, you know, everyone is waiting for him to say to do better or
Yeah.
to, you know, find ways to combat that. But he just stopped it there, just said, we see that as an opportunity. Like, obviously, I'm not quoting the entire interview right now, but like stuff like that. And like the takeaway is basically literally every time this guy was asked something, he gave a non-answer, which like,
But then at one point it got like really crazy because it was like he had made a point and like sort of got them to like sort of begrudgingly agree with them, and then he just like kept interrupting, like, yeah, we agree, right? High five, everybody, high five. Like,
oh
what are
yeah,
you doing,
yeah,
man?
just like a non like media training is a thing.
Yep.
And like
Just
if
gonna say that.
somebody in the PR department of this company needs to stand up to this guy and be like, you don't get to talk anymore. But like, it's crazy. And yeah, like facial recognition, like on kids, like it's a whole big can
It's
of worms,
terrifying.
and it's just a whole big fucking nightmare of a situation. But like, it's just weird. Like, I don't know, like.
No, it's another big one, Isla. It's another like
And
top.
he set up
it's
the
another
interview.
top contender. It's honestly disgusting.
I saw so many people like in the wave of this that were like investigative reporters.
Yeah.
In the industry that were like Rebecca Valentine and Keza McDonald and like a bunch of other folks. They were like, yeah, I tell everyone in my circles, do not let your kids play Roblox.
Straight
Oh,
up.
for sure,
Like,
for sure.
Straight up, it's just not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like even
Good
if,
advice. Good freaking advice.
And like obviously I can see that like, you know, CEOs don't say anything, and like we get these non-answers because it's legally defensible and they didn't actually say anything, so they
Yep.
can't be sued for saying the wrong thing, whatever. But
It's
then
so bleak.
that brings me back to my point is then why are we listening to them? Why are we letting them talk? Because it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
like listening to just like static. You
Yeah.
know, there's no point.
Yep.
So it's like you're literally just wasting everyone's time.
Yep.
And like just about everything could have been an email, especially anything.
No, I
the CEO
remember
ever
one of
said.
my earlier, one of the first times that like I did some kind of executive interview for Xbox or something like that. And I remember asking them questions, and I'm like, I got so confused because I'm like, what does that answer have anything to do with what I was saying? It was just like
Yeah.
you just
Right.
had an
They
answer.
just go off on
You were just
something
gonna
else.
say this,
Exactly.
no matter what I
They just,
said.
yeah,
Yeah.
they say the same.
That's
bullet
American
points.
politics.
Yeah, it's just like I have my responses are A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
And if you ask about E and they're on B, they're just gonna say B anyway.
Yep.
Like it like doesn't even
Yep.
matter.
100%.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, eat the rich, I guess.
Yep. And just be careful with Roblox, everyone.
Oh yeah, don't let
Like-
your kids play Roblox.
Yeah.
Protect the kids.
Yeah, the one of the basic things you could summarize from what he was saying is like Oh, they're doing a lot, but they are at such a scale, it's just going to happen. There's just going to be people that prey on kids.
Yeah, it had very
okay.
it had very like people are gonna die energy, you know, like not
my
great.
God, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not a good look.
Nope.
The numbers on that thing are crazy, though.
The numbers, Mason.
The numbers, Mason. No, seriously, like, please, how it's stories like these that make me really depressed. Like, where I'll just be in bed at night, like, depressed. Because it feels like you can't even, like, do anything about this. Where it's like the CEO and Roblox have so much power.
Right.
It's so big. How are you going to take this thing down? Like, these kids are at risk here. It's such a big thing, but it just always comes back to corporations and money.
Yeah. Well, and that's
And
the
it's
other
like,
side
what
of it,
do-
too.
how
Like,
do
they're
we-
manipulating kids into, like, spending Robux
Right.
and all
And
that.
it's like I feel powerless, and it's like how do we combat this? Because there's always like stories that come out, and you know people do put pressure, like you're saying, investigative journalists are like putting pressure on it, and then they have these non-answers, and just we move on as a society, and it's just like bleak and scary, and it's like what do we even do? How do we fight this?
And even when victories feel like things that feel like they approach a victory, you know, or justice happen,
Yeah.
usually it's like they just like step down but have like a golden parachute, so it like doesn't really matter anyway.
Take a $50 million settlement to retire.
Right.
Yeah.
Take a pay cut down to just $50 million a
Yeah.
year instead of 80 or whatever, you know. It's just like,
Insane.
oh my lord.
Insane, scary.
I try not to have this man as a punching bag, but I can't avoid it. Because, again, turkeys, they do it to themselves.
Yeah.
Randy Pitchford, when Borderlands 4 PC players, including Digital Foundry, complained about stutter, frame drops, and other issues at launch,
Uh-oh, am I Randy Pitchford?
even on low graphic settings, Pitchford said about arguing with the community and made it sound like the game was fine and they were just expecting too much out of their PC hardware. I've got a bunch of quotes. I feel like there's something that I missed because, like, man, there was something else out there that, like, made the sound even worse. But anyways, I'm going to give you a couple of the quotes that were in there.
Yeah.
Quote, with Borderlands 4, every PC gamer has a lot of tools to balance their preferences between FPS, resolution, and rendering features. If you aren't happy with the balance between these things you're experiencing, please tune to your preferences using the tools available to you. Quote, but please accept that the game is doing a lot and running pretty optimally.
The game's doing a lot.
And that you
Borderlands.
may have to either accept some trade-offs between frames per second, features, and resolution as your preference, or you will continue to be disappointed. This is not a game made to run on 10-year-old PCs. This game uses the full capabilities of modern bus, CPU, and GPU. If you're trying to drive a monster truck with a leaf blower's motor, you're going to be disappointed. I know a lot of you are dead set on playing at 4K with ultra max settings
I'm Randy Pitchford, oh no.
and using 2 or 3 year old hardware. You do you, but BL4 and UE5 are doing a lot, and for me, that trade-off for frames isn't worth it. I play at 1440p with settings super high, and I'm super happy with
Love
that trade-off.
1440p.
The game looks amazing at 1440p.
Love 1440p. 10 out of 10.
And then another response on all these threads, quote, code your own engine and show us how it's done, please.
Wow.
Jeez.
That is so antagonistic. That is so hostile. Oh,
You're not.
This is also just the thing that gets me is like it's just bad business. Like
yeah.
the game companies that print money, like Riot, right?
Yeah.
Like they go out of their damn way to make sure their stuff runs on a potato.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not charity. That's so they can milk people with older stuff for money also.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like why is that not just it's just a smarter play? I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, people are pissed. The critic average of Borderlands 4 was 82, but the player rating was 70.
Is that the PC?
I think just in general.
Yeah, because I'm
Let's see.
curious what the PC difference is there, because that's where
Yeah.
we see a lot of these Unreal stutters and stuff come up. Yeah.
Blood, let's see real quick the Steam page. See how angry people are.
I mean, I do think that they have addressed them since
Yeah.
launch. This has been a little bit now, a couple months, but
Yeah. Mixed. Recent and overall. For sure, mixed. And mixed on Steam is rough. That's rough. It's like
Yeah.
the yellow font mixed.
It's not even like an attractive yellow.
Yeah, it's
like a
it's ugly.
brownish.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like mustard that's been sitting out for a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
hours.
It's like, yo, we're mixed, stay away.
It's like diarrhea. it's like not good. Yeah, Unreal 5 has its issues for sure. Also, like trying to do things in Unreal 5 because all of the tutorials are for Unreal 4. They didn't like update anything, so you'll be searching for a thing, and they just like changed a back end word for no reason.
Yeah.
And so you got like I literally would get migraines trying to find like the easiest shit because there's just not a tutorial about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway, tangent.
Also, just have some grace, Randy. Like, this franchise and your entire, like, worth, your net worth, your financial worth, are built on the backs of the community that plays these games. And you are coming
point,
at
yeah.
them full force in a very dismissive, flippant, and frankly condescending way.
Yeah.
So, really, really unacceptable from a person of that power. You know, that's not just a random ABC dev. That's like the CEO of this company. So,
Yeah.
do better, Andy.
Still developing story, but could not leave out the Rockstar union busting
Oh, yeah.
from a couple weeks ago.
Still going.
Over 30 developers who were let go for, quote, gross misconduct.
Did you see the newest update about
I don't know what
Yep.
you mean.
the Slack
No,
update?
I
There's
didn't
a
hear that.
brand new something about them messaging each other about the workflow in Slack was against company policy or something. Don't quote me on that. It's not exactly, but there was a brand new update just the other day, Blood.
Okay.
And it's again, it's going both ways. It's you know, them or them. It's like who is in the right or wrong here. One of the general consensuses I saw was that Rockstar was doing everything they can to stop people communicating, which was sketch. So yeah, again, developing seems really shady, but yeah, a developing story still.
Mind's Eye.
What? Just like everything?
Mind's Eye.
Yeah.
Mind's Eye.
The game itself being
Where's the documentary?
enormously broken. And Huber, you saw that thing where like there's just like one multiplayer character or whatever. Like it's like they were going to make a character creator and they put all these weird options on them and then like they just couldn't, and so you just stuck with this weirdo. But then, not even just the game, but before it was coming out, that the company being like, yeah, we think that like, you know, there's like this conspiracy, right? Like somebody from Rockstar is like trying to make our game look bad, and that's why people aren't interested, you know?
Insane.
And then the game comes out as this absolute
I
train wreck.
cannot wait for our play of that.
Yeah, we're gonna do Trash Babies.
Trash Babies,
We
yes.
owe
Yeah,
Trash
we
Babies
do.
for Mind's Eye.
I
Also,
will say, the one thing I do like, I haven't played a second of this game, but I like Rival Consoles. Rival Consoles is the name of a musician who made the soundtrack. The soundtrack's pretty good. And I
Nice.
like Rival Consoles.
Nice.
So there's that.
Yeah. a 2 out of 10 game can have 10 out of 10 music.
Yeah.
For sure. And just back to Rockstar, like, these fucking companies, man. You have enough money and power. Be better to your employees. Like, why are you so psychotic?
Right.
It is crazy. You're gonna fire 30 people over some BS? Like, take a fucking chill pill, enjoy your billions of dollars, and support the people making the games and making the money for you. God.
Isla, you threw a new one in?
Yeah, this is just a quick one I learned about yesterday. But the Microsoft's head of AI doesn't understand why people don't like AI. The AI CEO Mustafa Suleiman says it's mind-blowing that people aren't more impressed with generative AI tools. This is from PC Gamer. Quote, geez, there are so many cynics, wrote Suleiman on X this week. It cracks me up when I hear people call AI underwhelming. I grew up playing Snake on a Nokia phone. The fact that people are unimpressed that we can have a fluent conversation with a super smart AI that can generate any image or video is mind-blowing to me. It's like, that's not... People get that it's impressive, Charles. That's not really why we don't like it. Like, I don't know. It's just funny to me. It's like, yeah, they don't get it. They don't. CEOs shouldn't. We don't need to hear from you. It's fine.
Although the funny thing is, it's like a lot of the people that are actually in the, to the metal or whatever, working with the AI, like they're the ones who are like, yeah, keep this as far away from you as possible.
Oh, for sure.
There's no way it's going to be accurate. Any others before I top it off with our closer? Anything off the top of your heads? All right. This is what I thought would be funny to end with. Apparently, Steven Spielberg wanted to direct a Call of Duty movie.
Yeah, this.
But because he wanted full creative control to do what Steven Spielberg wants to do in a movie,
Singular
they
greatest.
decided to go with Paramount.
That is insane.
One of the lesser performing companies lately, I would say.
That is actually insane.
Yeah, good old Paramount.
To
Bring back a beloved franchise at the request of a great person.
To adapt a quote from Ghostbusters, when Steven Spielberg wants total creative control, you say yes.
You say yes. You say yes. One of the most prolific and consistent directors in film history.
It's the beginning of the Austin Powers 3.
Yeah, he's
like, I do have some thoughts. And Steven Spielberg, my friends here say it's fine just the way it is. And he holds up the Oscars. You should have just tweeted that out. Like, here are my Oscars. Okay. Good luck with that.
Dude, we need to do
and
Austin
Don
Powers.
points out it's not like he's not done war movies before.
Oh my God,
like,
Saving
he's
Private
done some
Ryan.
of the biggest war movies.
That's what I was going to say
ever.
next. Exactly.
Like Saving Private Ryan rips, dude.
Yeah, Private Ryan, even like fucking Indiana Jones is like
Dude.
war movie adjacent.
Oh yeah.
You got War Horse.
Schindler's Goddamn List.
Yeah, like what are we doing here? Are you insane? Although Ridley Scott should do Call of Duty.
Because Steven Spielberg,
Honestly.
right, he was involved in the early Medal of Honor, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the original
Yeah.
Medal of Honor,
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg. Of course, Band of Brothers, like the Pacific. Come on.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, it's actually insane.
do this.
I just think of Ridley Scott, Black Hawk Down, of course. I think he would just. I think Ridley Scott's like
Ridley can't
vibe.
write it though. Chat correctly points out Ridley cannot write it.
for sure. Well, he doesn't write anything. He's written like 1 or 2 movies ever that he's directed, so it's fine.
Right.
But I think his visual narrative style would just fit Call of Duty really well, like really, really well. I think it's a perfect match. Yeah.
They'll
Crazy.
just have Catherine Bigelow do it.
Exactly. I mean, Spielberg would have been awesome, but fuck. What is that? Like, who are you to turn down Steven Spielberg? Wow.
Activision.
Wow. What a move. What a move.
Didn't Activision? Am I crazy? No. Who put out Bloombox? What was Steven Spielberg's game that he
Oh,
made?
Boom Blocks was EA.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
Boombox.
didn't they have a history of working together? But no, that was EA. Okay.
And then the canceled Alien game in the diner. that I
Right.
always think of the Spielberg game. That looked so cool. You're in a diner talking to some alien and the cops come or something. Remember that trailer?
Vaguely,
I
yeah.
think so.
You would know. You would remember for sure. Ugh. All right. Okay. Well, those were some pretty intense turkeys, Bloodworth. Wow. And the year's not even over, Blood. Maybe there'll be another turkey to just slide right in there at the end of the year. In other news, horses have been banned from Steam. Isla, what is going on?
Horses has been banned from Steam, I would say.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
Is the name of the game, yeah. So there's this game called Horses, which if you're unaware of, I played it back at Day of the Devs or SGF or something like
This is disturbing.
2 years ago. Yeah, it's a horror game. It's weird. It's
Yeah, I think it was Day of the Devs 2 years ago.
Day of the Devs 2 years ago, yeah. And it's a freakazoid, weird ass
I'm
mind
getting
fuck of a
8
game.
millimeter vibes.
For sure. It's weird. It's unsettling and it's weird, but it's not, it's not pornographic, it's not sexual, it doesn't go nearly as hard as a lot of the stuff on Steam, and yet it was banned from Steam. What site am I supposed to be on? It can't be sold on Steam.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna get the quote here.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many like sex games even on Switch.
Dude, that's my
Like,
thing.
what?
Is like,
Yeah.
and like, we'll get into it, but like,
Yeah.
there's literal like porn
Yeah.
on Steam.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Porn is great, but
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
yeah. So I got a direct email actually from
Artex!
Santa Regione.
Yeah, from Santa Regione, from Pietro, about this, because I had played this and like we had gotten along. But gamesindustry.biz is the article I'm looking at right now about this. Yeah, so they Steam just basically said no to selling this game, and it's the biggest PC game outlet for, biggest audience
Yeah,
for PC
distribution.
games,
Yeah.
distribution. And so Santa Regione is like basically just like, hey, we're screwed. Like, if we can't like sell on Steam, we won't probably have enough money to keep existing to make another game after this. They have enough money set aside to like do post-game support, post-launch support for like 6 months. Any money that comes in, they say, is going to go to the author and people who have offered money to finish the project. But then they'll have no more money after that, basically, unless some miracle happens and Horses just crushes it on Itch.io and Epic and GOG, I think.
This kind of publicity, honestly, is good, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
This makes this game, infamous already. If you're a game that's banned, that's some hype that could otherwise, this game could have slid under the radar. Just
Yeah, but
another-
we've talked about it 100 times here
Yeah.
about like if a game's not on Steam, like even though all you have to do is download the Epic
Yeah.
store,
You're right.
Right.
like people
You've
won't
gotta
do
be
it.
on
people
Steam,
just
yeah.
won't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But I mean,
for sure.
being on Itch and being on GOG also like, and maybe Humble. They say where it's on later in this article. Let me see. Yeah, Epic Store, GOG, Itch.io, and Humble Bundle or Humble Store will still carry it. But let's get into it. So they, the automated message from Steam was just after review, we will not be able to ship your game Horses on Steam. And they followed up and got more information that said, while we strive to ship most titles submitted to us, we found that this title features themes, imagery, or descriptions that we won't distribute. Regardless of a developer's intentions with their project or product, we will not distribute content that appears in our judgment to depict sexual conduct involving a minor. While every product submitted is unique, if your product features this representation, even in a subtle way or a gray area, it'll be rejected by Steam, and you can never resubmit it, even if you change it. And the FAQ in the email that I got, they were like, nothing like that is in the game, really. We're not sure why anything would have procced it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the main thing behind this that's crazy to me is they won't actually tell them what the problem is.
They won't tell you.
And they won't give them any opportunity to fix it.
It's like getting notes on your pitch to Netflix. They just won't tell you.
Apparently, in earlier version of the game, a child...
Well, let me get into it. I've been doing it.
Cool.
So there was a part in a very earlier version of the game where a man and his daughter came to the farm that maybe triggered this, because in the game the horses are actually people with horse masks on, and people can ride them. And in
Naked
the
people, to be
earlier
clear.
naked people, yeah.
Yeah.
And in the earlier one, the daughter was said, "Oh, pick a horse," and then rode around on the shoulders of one of the horse people, and they're like, they emphasized that it wasn't sexual in any way, and it's not, but they thought it was that juxtaposition that maybe triggered it. But they also already had changed that. It wasn't even like that anymore. They changed it to be a 20-something woman because they didn't want to take that chance of it being read the wrong way. And then also the dialogue delivered by that character, they said, works better when delivered by an older character anyway. So they had already made that change themselves because they were like, let's not take the chance. And also like, it just works better this way anyway. So it's really weird that it would have triggered that and that they couldn't, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not like they were trying to get one over on Steam.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like that's just not what the game is about. So it's crazy that somebody, and again, it's like one of those things. They said they like reached out to so many people and like just nothing, just no movement, no ground whatsoever.
And it's always funny to me because it's like Steam or itch or Nintendo or whatever being like, it feels so like disingenuous and kind of duplicitous of these storefronts, and especially oftentimes it's the credit card companies, that are like, hey, you can't sell this.
Yeah, there's a whole problem with that going around right now.
Yeah, this or that. But it's like, the one that really makes me laugh almost is Nintendo, because they're always like, like they wouldn't have voice chat for a long time because they wanted to protect the children or whatever. But then you open up the storefront, it's like 57 AI hentai games at like a day. And it just feels kind of disingenuous where it's like, okay, well, why is that okay? Like a kid can go onto the store, like could click on that icon, and see all of that. Like,
yeah, well, they do have age gating and stuff there.
Sure, but like,
yeah,
if they click, if the Switch is on my like adult account and they click on the store, they're gonna see it. So it's like, you're not that concerned. And then like, yeah, Steam has like full on, like it'll just autoplay a trailer for a game that like. This happened to me the other day, actually, where it was like, for whatever reason, a thing was recommended to me, and the trailer started playing or whatever, and it was just like a hardcore porn game. And I was like, oh, okay, like, whatever, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not really interested in it. And then even on the side of the game, like, because I clicked on it because I was like, what the fuck? Why are you showing me this? Like, I have no history of buying that. And then even in the corner, it was like, we don't know if you'll like this or not because you have no history of playing games like this. And I was like, well, then why is it in my recommended? But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to me that, not funny, but like.
I'm looking at a $5 game on Switch right now called Magical Girls.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, because I'll like pop in every week, every Wednesday, on the Wii Shopping channel, I'll pop into the eShop on Nintendo and look around. And like, seriously now there's like I'm not even exaggerating. I think there were like 10 different of like the same, just kind of like slop kind of generated hentai games. And I'm just like,
there's another one called Picnic Girls, which is just, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
$2.04.
Well, and also like, let's get into the definition of the word hentai, right? Because like these things are like photorealistic AI images of women, right? Isn't hentai supposed to be like anime?
That's what I thought.
Isn't that anime porn?
Yeah, that's
Where's
what
my
I thought.
tentacles?
Totally.
God damn. Anyway. Oh, does it just mean perverted stuff?
Basically, yeah.
Elucidate me, chat.
Yeah, I mean, the word literally just means weird, but
No,
yeah.
hentai.
Really?
Definition. A genre of Japanese manga and anime characterized by overly sexualized characters and sexually explicit images and plots. Dictionary. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chat says hentai means pervert.
Nope. Dictionary. I trust the dictionary over chat. Sorry.
We're talking about something that's beyond the actual definition. It's a cultural.
Yeah, it's a cultural zeitgeist thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, to right the ship here, like, I think that this sets a weird precedent. I also think that, like, context does matter, especially in a game like this that's talking about, like, societal stuff and different things, and it has, like, this, shocking and bizarre visual style, and, like, seeing naked, they're censored or whatever, but, like, naked people with horse heads, that's a shocking image, but, like, it's on purpose. And it's like an artistic thing. Like this company has made like a bunch of other cool games.
Yeah, they've won awards at GBAs and stuff. Yeah,
It's not just like some like random, startup that's never done something before. You know, like they've even done some like board game, like Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space. Like I have that. Mirror Moon EP, Wheels of Aurelia, Saturnalia. You know, like these are games that you've maybe heard of.
Yeah.
They're a real company, and like the fact that you can't change it and the fact that they won't be specific is a little weird to me, and also just sets a weird precedent. Like I don't like it when, I mean, you know, it is kind of a weird thing because it's like at the end of the day it is Steam's marketplace, and I guess they have the right to refuse whatever, but like I don't know, it just seems kind of like weird when you look at all the other trash that's on there. Like,
I think the child element though is a little disturbing, and why, you know, that definitely separates it from the other like anime hentai games. Like, are there children in those versus
well, absolutely, and
horses? Like that's pretty intense. So like I kind of see it, but also like that was an older version. So like,
right.
But still, like the fact that was even a thing to begin with is like a little fucking weird.
That is weird, and like I think that, yeah, I mean that is weird, and I think it was a good decision to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird that it was there at the first place at all, sure, but like at the same time, it's like this is Steam deciding what the intention was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was changed.
And yeah, and it had been changed,
Yeah.
if I understand correctly. Like it wasn't even like, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I mean, Steam
exactly
must have
if
seen that
that's
version
the
at some
timeline.
point.
Yeah, I think they probably changed it after.
Yeah, I guess I'm unclear on
Steam,
that. But
you know,
like
rejected it, but I don't think that's why they changed it necessarily. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's like, it's just an interesting kind of thing.
Yeah. Games.
But yeah, it is like kind of it does seem like a weird thing to include in the game in the first place, but
yeah,
they changed it, so shouldn't that fix it?
Exactly, yeah. Like if you make a choice or make a mistake and then you like rectify it and change it, then
Right.
shouldn't you be good to go? Absolutely.
It's a weird one. I don't
Yeah.
know. And different, like, yeah, it gets into like really weird,
yeah.
hard to talk about strange things.
Very hard to talk about. Very good discussion there for sure. Because yeah, it is like so nuanced. Like why was that a thing to begin with? But then they changed it also. So it's like, then you know, like you're saying, Isla, just Steam having like so much control, so much power.
And I mean, like, again, I played this game 2 years ago and met the team, you know, and so like, obviously in an interaction at SGF, you can't, you don't know a whole person's thing or whatever. But like, I did not get the impression at all that any part of this game was meant to be titillating or salacious or sexual in any way. That like did not seem to be the point at all.
Yeah.
And from what I saw at the time, so like, you know, it's just. I don't know. People make things and
for sure
choices and I don't know, whatever.
There's an episode in the newest season of The Witcher where like a 7-year-old gets slashed in the neck and killed and blood goes everywhere. So it's like, whoa.
Well, I mean, that's what we always
Media's
say.
crazy.
Well, I mean, I think that's kind of like maybe what this could, without having played it, you know, what this game is sort of alluding to is that like, yeah, it's like this is a messed up situation. That doesn't mean they're condoning a messed up situation. It's just like this is the situation being presented.
Those
you know?
are conversations I love to have.
That's the thing is like, this gets into like a larger conversation about, like, media like literacy and sensitivity to stuff, because it's like we can't have media where no bad things happen.
Exactly.
Because like that's why the entire horror genre exists, and why it's so cathartic for people is that it helps you kind of process fucked up stuff in a safe way oftentimes.
True crime as well. Whole genre there.
And so it's like, you know, if you take out every bad thing, you know, and also like
shine a light on the darkness.
A piece of media doing a thing or having a character that does something bad or wrong doesn't mean the creators are condoning that.
Exactly. It's
usually they're condemning it.
It's a mirror holding up to you too. Like we all process media differently. So it's like, you know, there's so many times where like movies can seem problematic, and then I'll be like, no, but I was very uncomfortable, and I thought this way about it. Like, I thought it was I thought it was telling me it's bad. Like,
Right.
yeah, because that's how
Exactly,
I
yeah.
processed it, and my brain works. It's like, no, that's clearly bad. So, but then other people will be like, no, it's the other way. It's like we
Yeah.
all process that differently.
Yeah, and I'm sure that like once people have actually gotten their hands on the game,
Yeah.
it's like see what the intent is, and then be a whole different side of this conversation to have.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the last time I heard about a big, Steam ban was the horror Taiwanese game.
That's what I was thinking of too. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where they had the stuff where it was like against the Chinese guy,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
like head of the whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's always just like
Devotion.
devotion.
Yeah.
It's always weird when it's like someone gets mad at a director for a character doing something bad. It's just like, well, the director's condemning that, obviously.
Mhm.
Like, right? Like you don't see that? Okay.
Yeah. Devotion, 86 Metascore. Don't skip. All right, Blood. Also this week, what is going on?
Yeah, we've just had a couple of days, so not a whole lot here. But first off, FX is planning a new Far Cry live action series.
I've finished every Far Cry game, and do you want to know what the least interesting part of Far Cry is? Is the narrative.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Overseen by Noah Hawley, though,
Yeah.
Tone poem incoming.
and Rob Mack. I guess Rob Mack is
Does
it
he
now?
go by Rob Mack
Apparently,
now?
just Rob Mack now.
That's news to me.
I don't know.
That's different.
Crazy.
So
I remember
Yeah.
my brother and I were so obsessed with Far Cry 1 when it came out. We were playing it together. As soon, halfway through whatever the game, as soon as we got to like the mutated Freakos, my brother was like, "What? I'm out." Like, that was it. He did not no tone change, vibe shift. I'm out. Like, yeah. Far Cry 1 is so weird, specifically Far Cry 1. Like, they get more grounded as they go on. Like, Far Cry 1 has, like, beasts, like alien beasts
Sure.
coming out and attacking you. It's bizarre.
I think that this will actually be a really good fit because, in Fargo, the show, which initially I was like, we don't need this, and then I started watching it, and I was like,
10
oh, this
out
is
of fucking
great.
10. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Legion, as we said, tone poem. You've got to hit it at its pace, and it's really good. I thought Alien Earth was pretty good. I didn't love the way it ended season 1, and I think that it shouldn't have needle drops. But like Far Cry, I think like even the game has needle drops, like burning the weed field and and
Yeah.
Skrillex or whatever comes on. Like I think that this actually could be a really good fit because it can be more kind of reflexive and like weird with itself. I think this could be cool. I don't know. I love Fargo.
all right, let's get Don over there.
Fargo,
'Cause
easy
He's
10.
he's out. He
We
left.
need Don. Where is he? Yell at him.
Dawn.
Get him in there.
Yep.
Because I don't know if you've seen this trailer yet. Ferocious. Also coming out next week. So many games next week. December
Yeah.
4th.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out the YouTube nonsense.
YouTube is broken.
YouTube is broken. Yeah, Ferocious coming out December 4th, along with everything else. Not only is this a first-person game with dinosaurs, Huber,
Yes.
it has a DCD, a dino control device that allows you to give commands to dinosaurs
Dawn, bro.
to aid you in combat, distract enemies, smash barricades, and you can even ride some there. So, yeah, Huber and Don, what are you thinking here?
What do you think, Don?
The dream of the Indoraptor lives. Yes,
Oh,
Huber.
the Indoraptor. Where is the Indoraptor, dude?
Just
Has it
riding
been seen
shotgun
since
there?
that movie, Don? Has it been seen
It
since that
has
movie?
Not, other than, its DNA was used.
Dude,
they infused Indoraptor DNA, but we have not seen one since Fallen Kingdom.
Am I weird to say that the Indoraptor is the coolest, most interesting part of the newer Jurassic Park movies?
Oh, it was super sick as hell. It was never fully realized, though. We needed to see this thing in action on
I
the battlefield. They
know.
should make like a... the thing about this that makes a lot of sense is this is what the Indoraptor was literally designed for, sort of wartime scenarios.
Yeah.
a bioweapon.
Don, I wanna bring to your attention. Somebody at my work recommended a movie, 2 hours and 13 minutes, called Primitive War.
We might have to back that up. Huber was looking at his phone
No.
instead of the T-Rex swallowing people.
Dude, Vietnam 1968 dino movie, a period piece with dinos. B budget, B movie, Primitive War. Don, put it on your list.
2 hours and 15 minutes free, but I'm curious. I'm definitely curious.
Yes.
Why is every game coming out on December 4th?
That's in December 2nd, yeah, and 4th. Blood, to answer your question, anytime a game has things like, for example, samurais, bank heists, or dinosaurs, I am immediately interested.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like you have my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, on Friday, Microsoft unveiled the full screen experience, quote unquote, for Windows 11 to make PCs and especially the new handhelds feel a little bit more like consoles with an interface designed to be navigated with a controller. It's now available on handheld PCs, and it's also available for Xbox insiders on full desktops, laptops, and tablets. So that was one of the big complaints that people had with the ROG Xbox Ally. That it was just like, it didn't feel like very snappy to use the interface and all that. So, as well as having to uninstall a bunch of crap from Windows. But
Yeah.
so hopefully that's good. I'm curious. I haven't seen a lot of like actual impressions of the full screen experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just announced this a few days back.
Big picture mode.
And then another one here, Huber, Canyons.
looks cool.
This was revealed at Golden Joysticks last week. It's a co-op looter shooter, which doesn't sound that exciting
Here we go.
until you find out that there are enemies that can disguise themselves as random objects. So all kinds of different things could actually come to life and start
Prop
attacking
hunt.
you. There's a train that's like a freaking sandworm, dude.
Cool.
There's like a cactus that looks like a little octopus. The fence just comes apart and starts like slamming at you and trying to bite you and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, you got tons of zombies and like walking ships and all kinds of craziness.
Looks kind of badass.
It kind of reminds me. Remember that Warhammer game that we played, the Speed Freaks game? Like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that. It was like it was like the Twisted Metal with the orcs.
Yes, dude.
Yeah. So it's like, imagine that, but then like a co-op extraction shooter.
Yeah.
And then with like cactuses attacking
coming
you.
to life. Pretty awesome. Yeah, it looks cool.
So, yeah, Canyons.
I'm cool with it. I love playing these types of games with y'all. It's always a blast. Alrighty, I think it is time for Love and Respect. Love and Respect
Respect.
from Matthias Mogensen. Hi, allies. Longtime watcher. I looked at this and I thought it was longtime witcher. Yo. Witcher Season 4 was sick. I'm fucking serious. It was good. Leo Bonart, dude, from Charlotte. I never know how to pronounce his name.
Charlotte Copley.
Yes, he plays Leo Bonhart, legendary Witcher, referenced in the games. Out of control performance, dude. Good show, good season. I will not take slander on the Witcher show. I just won't allow it.
And this guy's name is probably closer to Matthias Mogensen.
Matthias Mogensen. Hi, allies. Longtime Witcher, first-time respecter. I first stumbled on the allies while searching for an HD version of the StarCraft 2 announcement trailer and found on a site called GameTrailers.com. Have stuck around ever since. When GT shut down, I followed to EZA and have been watching the podcast ever since. I was thinking about StarCraft the other day. You could say that, hell, it's about time for this question. I am a beginning Path of Exile player with only just over 2,000 hours in the
2,000
game.
hours.
And I've really started to prefer the way Grinding Gear Games does live service games instead of the dailies and weekly missions and all the other tricks other live service games use, Destiny, until the game starts feeling like a second job and I lose all interest and fun I first had with it. GGG uses a league model where every few months they drop a big patch that adds a ton of new content to the game and also rebalances a bunch of stuff in it to mix up how everything works. You then play the league for a month or two until you feel done with it and move on to play all the other incredible games this year like Silksong, Borderlands 4, Battlefield 6, etc. And then a few months later a new league drops and I get to play Path of Exile again. It makes it so I never grow bored of the game. Every time I come back, it feels like wrapping an old comfortable blanket around me until I want to go do something else. What do you think, allies? Do you prefer live service games that are more aimed towards the daily grind, or would you prefer them to work more in the style that Path of Exile does? Or maybe you guys like an even more different model, or maybe you just don't like live service games at all. Curious to hear your guys' opinion on it. Love and respect, and I hope you guys keep going even longer after you beat Law and Order. We're so close. I will obviously, of course, bring up Fortnite. I honestly think it's the best live service model of all time because this is an absolute free-to-play game forever. You can play this game whenever and pretty much wherever you want. Like, if there's ever criticism at Fortnite, I think it's so crazy because this is a free game with nothing insidious at all except, like, tantalizing you with IP cosmetics. That's it. Like, if you can just resist the urge to buy a skin, like, this game is free. Free. And for the amount that they give you for free, I mean, this is a game that completely changes every 4 months. We are in the middle of a Simpsons season that is just unbelievable if you are a fan of the Simpsons at all. And of course, over the years, you know, they've done like Avengers and all these other crazy IPs, and it's just always changing. Every season is different, and you never ever feel the pressure to have to log into it every day. Because again, that just comes down to skins. So like the only time it would ever pressure you is if, like, for example, the Simpsons season right now, one of the last rewards on the battle pass is Homer. So like, okay, if I really want to get Homer Simpson and I buy the battle pass, like, I do have to log in maybe once a week to kind of do these quests to get the XP and get Homer. But again, if you don't care about skins like that, it's free and just they give. So Fortnite, shout out. Like, I know it's, you know, a lot of hate out there for it, but also a lot of love. So
yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everything you said was true. The Avatar and Last Airbender stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, same thing.
Mortal Kombat, they did.
If you want to, it wasn't as far as Simpsons, but like they altered. Yeah, they gave you things that let you do like water bending, air bending.
Yeah,
and that's the nature.
Goku, they had the Kamehameha Damian.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, yeah, but
crazy.
you also like if you do become invested, like,
yeah,
you do have to like play a little bit more. You have to be a little bit more invested in playing to unlock everything you want, even if you're paying. So like things are still behind time things where you need to earn to, you know, complete mission, like the, you know, dailies or weeklies or whatever to get enough experience for the pass.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
to move
yeah.
along the levels and
For sure.
level up.
For sure.
Yeah. And within the time frame you have. I mean,
Definitely.
maybe you can just like play, but like if you're someone who doesn't want to play for like the whole period, is like, I just want this like in a week, you're gonna have to play a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I agree with everything you said. Like, you just can hop into that game, I think, at any time. And
anytime for free.
Yeah, I think that the pace of updates, it's not necessarily like it is a version of FOMO, but like it's not significant FOMO where it's like you're gonna miss out on I mean, okay, sort of, but like it's not like you're like losing out on something significant that like you feel like you can't catch up or something like that. It's never about that. It's about the FOMO is like, okay, this map or this skin was only available for this limited amount of time, but the core game's still there. Like you're not at a disadvantage because you haven't been playing.
Absolutely.
That's yeah.
And
unless
that's
like
huge.
they change like. Except if you want to play like more competitively, sure, people might be more familiar with the map. But for casuals, it's like
no risk.
Like there's no gearing, there's no treadmill like that.
Exactly.
Basically,
Just hop
you don't have to worry
in.
about anything like that whatsoever.
Yeah. Whereas Destiny is the opposite,
again,
right?
Like Destiny, you have to be on that treadmill. Like you
Yeah.
have to keep chasing that stuff to keep up to date. Even with their vaulting concept, right? They
vaulting
tried
is
to
crazy.
streamline it. Although apparently they're going to be maybe undoing that because they're doing surveys and they're asking people how they feel about unvaulting everything. Apparently,
I mean, if you paid like the thing with Destiny that's crazy to me is like I paid for those expansions.
$50,
dude, and now I can't do them anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not that I was in danger of going back and doing them necessarily, but it's like that's an area that I maybe enjoyed or whatever. So yeah, it's like Destiny. I don't love the way they do it. I don't ever like the new season, new character wipe, like do the story over again thing. I know some people love that. I personally don't, but like that's me.
Same. I'm with you, Isla. Yeah, I like to have my one character that I check in on and build up over the time.
I enjoy getting a character Paragon level 700, like crazy OP, and like I like that. So I'll go for that over any the other models. I mean, the game, my baby girl Warframe,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I was curious where that fits.
Another great one.
No, Warframe is great. Pretty much everything is still in there. They fine-tune things, they change things, they listen to their fans like a lot. They're always trying to make the new game experience, new player experience streamlined a little more, because like that's the biggest struggle is like, let's say you want to play 1999, you have to get through the new war, which is like not a one-day task. You got to play the game a bit before you can get to that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like the old days where it's like, okay, you have to progress the story to a certain point before you can get to any of the new stuff. But they are continuously trying to streamline that experience, make that experience more enjoyable. I mean, I enjoyed playing it from the start, and like I didn't know anything about Warframe. So like I was just enjoying it. I feel like I got the most pure Warframe experience where my friend and I just jumped in at the same time. Didn't know anything, and so like when the twists and turns happen and like all of a sudden you're in a new character creator and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? That stuff hit me as it came, so I wasn't trying to catch up to anything, and then I did catch up, and now I have the joy of just like every time they drop a new thing I can jump into Warframe again and play for a little while and be generally caught up. Like I'm slightly behind right now, but it's all still there. I can just go do it. And the new stuff. Like I don't have to do that to do this always. Yeah. And so like that I think is the best way to do it to me personally. Totally. And it's all completely free. Yep. You can spend, I've spent probably a lot of money on Warframe because those skins are just they're attractive.
Yeah. But same. It's like, how am I not going to buy Jason Voorhees in Fortnite, right? I'm sorry.
How am I not going to buy the Ember Heirloom skin with an ass like that? But like,
it's like we got to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it.
But Isla, I love that you brought up Warframe, and I brought up Fortnite because compare those business models for these generous free-to-play games versus something like Call of Duty, where Call of Duty is like not technically a live service game, but it is like a yearly thing. Every single year you have to buy into it again. They have paid cosmetic skins. They have battle passes as well that you need to grind and level up. So it's kind of like live service adjacent.
Well, it's crazy because
yeah.
Well, and like Warframe has a battle pass that's just free. You just do it as you're going, and like there are a lot of opportunities to spend money. Sure, like the thing that people don't like maybe about Warframe is like if you're making a new thing with parts, it'll take like real time days. Yeah. Like it'll take a day or two or whatever. But it's like
set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. Like if you're kind of churning it the way that you're sort of supposed to rank your mastery up, like you should pretty much always be building stuff. And then it becomes kind of a treat when you're like, 2 days later, you're like, oh, right, I forgot I started that gun
That's
cooking. Like, that's pretty sick. But also, like, all of these insane, huge updates are free. Like,
Love it.
$19.99 is free. The old piece is going to be free
So
later this
awesome.
year. Like, oh, also, shout out Soulframe, the sort of, like,
I'm so pumped for
feel
that.
good. Well, here's good news today, Huber. Literally
Yeah,
today as
yeah.
we're filming this, November
Yeah.
25th, the, like, new Preludes thing came out. And you can get the Founders, like, you know, I think you pay for it, but it's
$30 like founders pack. or
Founders
something.
pack. But yeah,
Yeah.
it gets you like a certain track of
Become
one
a
of the
founder. Start your journey.
magic
Soulframe.com.
paths. Yeah, so soulframe.com. You can jump in. Soulframe is really cute. I really like it.
Whoa!
What?
That can't be it.
What?
Okay. $30. There was $100 edition, but
Oh, there's-
of course there
$30.
is. Yeah, yeah.
No, there's I mean, they'll do that. Yeah, like, you know, again, you can
Yeah,
spend
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
But I think what you saw is because there are
Yeah.
3 different paths.
Yeah.
And you can become a founder in any of one path. Like, so if you've tried the game and you liked one of the paths, you can founder up in one of them.
Cool.
The $100 one is all 3.
Got it.
And
Yeah,
I
it
think
looks
you get
like
some, other-
Okay.
yeah, some extra stuff.
it looks like warrior, archer, and mage.
Yeah,
It's like-
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was gonna ask Tommyani a question.
Anyways, shout out
Shout out to
Huber from the
generous free-to-play
Soulframe
games, as well
It's
as
definitely
Sea of
that.
Thieves, Isla.
Oh, dude, Sea of
Shout out
Thieves.
to that. Shout out to No Man's
No
Sky.
Man's Sky.
And that
Like-
guy is insane.
Yeah.
Like
Oh my gosh.
almost criminally generous.
Yeah. Shout out to Alexander Zirianov, Apex Legends.
Apex Legends, dude.
Alexander Zirianov's Apex Legends.
Indeed. No, dude, it's crazy. Like, what a story. No Man's Sky and Sea of Thieves. Like, they both had a similar trajectory where it's like underwhelming launch. In No Man's Sky, like incredibly underwhelming. People were like mad, and they've now turned it around with just like years of generosity, and like it's almost crazy with those because like I don't even know if they really have microtransactions in No Man's Sky. Not that I can think of. I only jump in every so often, but like it's just through selling more of the game that
Yeah.
I guess they're able to do this. Like
Pretty sure.
that's crazy. But yeah,
Is it EVE Online? What's the one that's never coming out?
EVE
no,
Online
it's
is
a Star Citizen.
very
one.
out.
Yeah,
Citizen.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Star Citizen is the opposite of all these.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up.
It's printing money, yeah.
How much money can you spend without getting anything?
It's like $20,000 ships or something, right?
More than that,
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
There was these numbers are not going to be right, but there was the like $100,000 one that you could only get if you'd already spent $10,000 or something like that. There was something like that where you already had to be a whale
There's an entrance fee, and
to
then you
even
could spend
get
money.
access to this other thing. Yeah,
Isla,
incredible.
Isla, when you type in just Star Citizen in Google, there's the tab where it's like, people also ask. The second tab is, what happens when you spend $1,000 in Star Citizen?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Chat called it Store Citizen, which I
God. Crazy. I was going to ask Damiani before his cats probably started to cause chaos about how he feels about MMOs in the sense of the live service
Yeah.
vibe.
Whole other
because-
side of things. Yeah.
Exactly. you
yeah,
know?
No Man's Sky has no microtransactions and all updates are free. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because, you know, just someone who's... I've played a shit ton of MMOs. And yeah, it's just a different side of the coin, you know. It's you pay your monthly subscription, obviously. You buy your expansion packs.
That is interesting because 14 does feel like one of the like kind of last vestiges of that kind of model,
That-
of the monthly
wow.
fee model. People don't seem to do that as much anymore.
Totally.
like.
Yeah, because like the last huge MMO launch, I feel like one of them was like New World,
Oh yeah.
Right.
right? And that was like kind of a different model, right? There was no monthly. It was
Yeah,
you
I
pay up
mean,
front,
yeah, I
but there was
mean,
no monthly
Another
fee.
like Blue Protocol came out not
Yeah.
that long ago. Finally. But yeah, I don't think it's been super huge.
Yeah, I would much prefer the Warframe and Fortnite model.
Yeah.
Isla.
Well, and 14, yeah, has like crazy microtransactions.
Yeah, Blue
all the
Protocol
time.
came out on the 9th.
$40 mounts. And
Mixed
stuff.
reviews.
Got it. Alrighty, thank you for the great question.
Blue Protocol is free to play.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got
But
it.
yeah, Diablo has dailies. Yeah, Diablo's got all kinds of wild stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But Diablo, it's like weird because you have the choice where it's like you can choose to wipe it or start a new character and do the season stuff, or just
Yeah.
do your old character and not get like all the new stuff, which again I don't love. But yeah,
Yeah, just like I want to grind up to Paragon 9000.
Right, exactly. And I want to fight vampires or whatever the new shit is.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Matthias. That was a great question. I really like it. Pretty wild. We live in a era where like we have generous free-to-play games. That's really cool. Games where you can just anytime, anywhere, even and with friends too. Like that's what's so cool. It's like, hey, this is free, no risk. Like download this so we can play together. That's amazing. Next up is Danny Batowski. Is anyone else feeling sequel fatigue? With so many amazing games constantly coming out and not nearly enough time to play them, I find myself straying away from playing sequels to games, even where I loved the original, in order to play something new instead. Am I the only one?
I definitely think you're not the only one. Like, for me personally, like, I still haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. I did the stuff I wanted to do. I did the Terrytown stuff. I bopped around, and then I was like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like Death Stranding 2, I was loving it. Got distracted with other games for work. Haven't gone back, even though I was really into it and I loved the first one. Silk Song, I played 10 hours and then I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I get the vibe on this for sure.
For sure.
I still try them, I guess.
Yeah. I bring up all the time how, like, Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, like, maybe technically they are better, but they felt less special.
God of War is, I would say, definitely not better.
Like, technically, if you want to get like nitty-gritty into like the combat maybe and some of the things, like the scope of it all, like on paper it should be better, but there's just something about the original, the intimacy of and the freshness of the original. It's like Hades 2 is out, Blood, and I haven't even pulled the trigger yet because it's like I jumped into Hades 1 again in the beginning of the year in like February, March, where I was just like, I'm kind of craving Hades 1 again. I'm going to go through a bunch of runs, and I did. I'm like, okay, I'm good for now.
Hades 2 is the one where I played it, and I never got as deep into Hades as you guys. Like, I never finished it really. But Hades 2 I played for an hour, and I was like, I did this already. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, and I love it. I think it's
feeling.
gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. It plays well. But I was just, like, not interested, I guess. I don't know.
But you did bring up Death Stranding 2, and that is the actual counterpoint and maybe the change in my perspective because holy shit, that game has just been hitting. This is a game I've been chipping away at for months. The last couple months, I've really started to grind it out, and I loved the first one. And there's just something so special about this second one where it just actually feels like a better sequel, more refined, a more interesting story, better characters, just like better everything top to bottom. Whereas like some of those other ones, like I said, like Spider-Man 2 and God of War, it's like I can think of so many things I like about the first one. Even Last of Us Part 2, the most controversial, divisive game possible. Like I love Last of Us 1 more, and I love 2 so much, but it's like still that first one, there's just something about that like fresh magic. I don't know, it's tough. Maybe and Ghost of Tsushima, that was the other one. Ghost of Tsushima I liked more than Yote for sure.
Yeah, you're just talking about that. It's funny because like I don't feel fatigue, right? But I definitely am gravitating towards new things, creative things, but it's funny because, as we have these conversations, like everyone has their own different examples, right? Whereas like I.L.A was like done with Tears of the Kingdom. Like I was freaking all in on Tears of the Kingdom.
You on that. Yeah, I didn't even finish it.
People keep saying the ending is incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to
it absolutely is.
70 hours to get there though.
But there's also like a lot of other cool things, along the way that I thought, again, like just the crazy way that like that game sort of lets you sequence break itself. It was like I did all this stuff and then I came to this quest that was supposed to lead me over there. It's like cool.
It was the weirdest thing for me with that one, Blood, because it's like this will happen to me every so often, where it's like I'm playing a game and I'm truly enjoying it, and then one day I just don't play it.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, I realized, I haven't been playing that. And then 7 months later, I'm like, I guess I'm not playing that anymore.
Yep.
Like, it's just, I never thought about it. I didn't make a conscious choice to put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
And Breath of the Wild is
the nature of trying to be
11.
on top of these
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
One of my favorite games.
11 out of 10, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Also thinking about sequels that improve, like Red Dead 2, like Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, Red Dead Redemption over Red Dead Revolver, but then Red Dead Redemption's an A+ game, and then Red Dead 2 is incredible, like S+. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Witcher 3, people seem to like that more than 1 and 2. Like,
Totally.
Yeah,
I
but
think
but it's the difference. Like it's the same thing as the difference between God of War and the old God of War. Like it's a fully different
huge
thing.
generational leap.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Whereas,
sure.
like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are similar tech, similar generation, similar vibes.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, Yote, similar. Like, God of War to Ragnarok, similar, but like obviously God of War to God of War is like way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fully different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like how, and like, again, Witcher is such a fun example because it's like, wow, Witcher 1 to 2 to 3 is just like each iteration is so mind-blowingly better. Like 1 is the combat in 1 is insane. It's like mouse clicks. And then 2 is like, okay, you have these big like semi-open world areas. And then 3 goes full open world. So you really feel that. It's capitalizing on being a sequel. Whereas, people always say with AAA development now and the rising costs that they kind of have to stick to a formula and maybe play it a little safer and stick to what worked. So maybe there's just a little less risk and a little less creativity. Blood, do you think that's valid?
Yeah, no. I mean, it just kind of depends on which game you're talking about. You know, some of these games are like incredibly creative, and then like you're saying, like some of them it's like, they focused more on just building a new world and new characters and story and stuff. So yeah.
Isla,
hey,
nothing like sequels, Damiani, Blood, everyone. Nothing like a sequel to Resident Evil.
ooh-wee.
Because they always mix it up. It's always a little different from the last. Like, yes.
Yeah,
They
never
all
get
have
to
their
see
own
them that.
identity.
I think the thing that gets me the most though is series more like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed, where like the sequels just keep coming, and regardless of the quality, like there's a certain point where it's like, well, I haven't caught up on the last 4 of those yet, so like I casually glance over there, but like I don't know if I'm gonna hop into this one or just pick up another one on a sale, or like what am I gonna do with that series? I don't know, right? So
there's another sequel, Shadows, where I was just like,
everyone was waiting so long for Japan,
I
and they just
know.
waited too long to put it out.
I know.
Finally pulled the trigger and was like, well, they got their fill. We got like 2 or 3 games of this already.
So real. Keep hearing the insiders. That's the one like rumor I keep actually hearing. I try to avoid all that stuff, but I guess Black Flag remake probably going to be at the Game Awards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Probably with like a March release was the last thing I heard.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
wouldn't be surprised if they actually do that kind of
When's
quick
that witch
announcement to
one coming?
release. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
When's that witch
Hexa
one?
or whatever.
Hecate
Oh,
or Hexe.
Hexe, yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
I love witches.
We love witches.
It's Ubisoft. Well, there's another Ubisoft leak for Game Awards and coming out next year. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. supposed to be at the Game
I saw that
Awards,
sliding around. I wasn't sure how
and it's
much
gonna
to
come
believe
out
it.
like Q1.
Tell me
Jeez.
any last little 1 or 2 sentences on sequel fatigued. Are you feeling that at all? Like Metroid Prime 4, are you stoked? That's a big sequel coming.
That's hard to feel fatigue since it's been
Yeah.
15 years
Great.
since
Yep.
the last entry, the
Totally.
mainline entry of Prime series. But I mean, I feel like even the ones I don't play as much, I could always tell you like the biggest ones are always Call of Duty. It feels like it's running into that maybe again a little bit.
Totally.
And then it sounds like you already talked about Assassin's Creed. Like it's gone through that, probably at least twice now.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, I think like three for me. I was having like still an okay time with it, but I was like, man, I think maybe they need to space these out a little bit more because I don't know if I want to do another one right away after this. And I think this one could have used more time for sure.
But it's hilarious, Damiani, because it was 5 years ago that Valhalla came out.
True. They had Mirage in there, but yeah, you're right, Blood. Yeah, they did that, for sure.
But it's just that game was so big and with so many DLC that it was just like, did we just do this? And like, no, we didn't.
So right.
We didn't at all.
You're so right. Yeah. And just comparing sequels to like other mediums, I think of professional wrestling that just goes every single week, multiple times a week, forever, just going. I think of the MCU, just going. And like ending things adds so much meaning.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more meaningful if something does end. When you are just on this endless merry-go-round forever, like, no matter how much you love that thing, you're probably going to start getting a little fatigued and a little tired of it, even if it's
Take
the most...
notes, Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order. Although they do have the Law and Order, like, mob one now.
Oh.
With Stabler.
Yeah. We were just talking about this on 500. Yep.
Yes. So, dude, Law and Order, we're coming for you. It's time to play a game. Fede, crowd.
Fede.
We love you, Fede. Hi, allies. I originally submitted this game for the 500th episode, but I understand why there wasn't time for it. Congratulations again on such an important milestone.
I think there were just so many games. Like, I can't just do like 6 games or whatever it was.
Totally. I submitted this game a few years ago, and you seem to enjoy it. Here's the lore. A very bitter scientist travels back in time to erase video games.
Right, this one.
And you go back in time to try to stop them. However, messing with the timeline has unexpected ripple effects. Avengers Endgame. You can only save some games, while others will remain changed forever and maybe have repercussions to their franchises. All right, so we must eliminate... No, we must... One of them is going to be eliminated, and we need to save one.
This is save your babies.
Save your babies.
Choose one or the other.
Okay. Super Mario World without Yoshi or The Legend of Zelda without bombs?
No bombs.
Yeah, I'll go without bombs.
I'll go as well with that. Damiani?
Yeah. Yeah. Did they mean like, I would love clarification. They mean like nothing can explode in a Zelda game. You can't like blow up walls or anything like that.
I think they mean no
the
bomb
actual
items.
bomb itself, like, that's fine. There's plenty of other things that do the thing, achieve the same function.
Yeah. And Super Mario World, you need Yoshi because, like,
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 3 versus Super Mario World, one of my favorite
do they just mean
debates.
like a single game or series? Because do you mean like the original Legend of Zelda with bombs?
The original.
We can't get more information.
Oh, then I don't want to get rid of
submission,
bombs in the
dummy.
original Legend of Zelda. That's terrible. That's a massive thing about that game.
So it's, yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. That makes it way tougher. I thought it was just like in a Zelda series. It's like,
Nope.
they could replace it, but like
Original.
that, like bombable walls and using that's like one of the core like puzzle things in A Link to in the Legend of Zelda, and not just that, like how you solve a lot of like, that's a big part of it.
The entire
so is Yoshi.
everything of Mario World is based off of having Yoshi. It's like a dinosaur
but I just
land.
use the feather and I fly through everything anyway.
True.
So
I can beat those levels without Yoshi.
Yoshi's a hindrance in that game. I don't even want like Yoshi like holds you back.
Let me just run and jump and fly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
give me the cape. And
Yoshi has thoughts and feelings.
I don't get Yoshi, so he never has to like suffer for that. Like you just go through. And
That's true.
save
Mario does punch
you
Yoshi
save
in the
everything.
head. And
Yeah, you save
repeatedly
everything. And it's
kill
like
Yoshi.
then they're free and they get to reunite with their babies at the end and the credits.
Yeah, you rescue all their babies. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, but like I don't need them as a gameplay thing. They could just be as part of
It
the narrative.
doesn't say as a gameplay thing. It
This
says
is
no
the
Yoshi.
first question of this game.
Yeah. Well, it's Mario
Oh,
versus
yeah,
Zelda.
Link
You
without
can't get higher
bombs.
stakes than this.
So 3 Yoshis and 1 Zelda.
There it is. So Yoshi wins.
Yeah.
Great. So now the Legend of Zelda doesn't have bombs. Good luck. Final Fantasy VI, same story and setting, but with Zelda's gameplay and no party.
What?
Or Chrono Trigger with only 2 timelines.
These are awful.
What was the first one again?
Final Fantasy VI, same story and setting, but with Zelda's gameplay and no party.
Do they mean Chrono Trigger like
I would go with Chrono Trigger, to be
periods, or do they
honest.
mean
Like,
like
it's-
Whichever one we
two-
save, the other one will happen.
Yeah,
for clarification.
but do they mean, like, 2 time periods. We only go to like the present and like one other time period. Or do they
Probably,
mean,
yeah.
Like,
Once
2
again,
endings?
Damiani, we can't get more
We
information.
cannot. We don't
out
have
of this
answers.
written-
We have no
I'm
answers.
saying this on record because like this makes it like I mean, yeah, I don't know. Because if it's like just 2 endings in Chrono Trigger, I mean, I know people like all the different endings, but
I just
I
think
can still
it'll-
experience the game. For the
It'll
most
ripple
part, the
less
same.
if we mess with Chrono Trigger. So I would say keep Final Fantasy.
Yeah, keep Final Fantasy VI intact.
I mean, it just saying it's like the same story. Like none of that makes any
I
sense. It's a
know,
radically
I know,
like
I
just
know.
you're just like
It's
wandering
insane.
around slashing at what? It's
It's
not a game
insane.
with puzzles.
Yeah, I don't know. That
Yeah.
sounds like might be boring.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I think Final
really
Fantasy
not
VI
played.
with Zelda gameplay might not be very good.
All right, this is a good one.
There's like no, yeah, like what am I doing? Like a giant empty field.
All right, Metal Gear Solid without any stealth, or Super Mario 64 without the hub world.
Oh,
I'm
we
saving
can do
Metal
without
Gear
the hub-
Solid.
Yeah, save
Yeah,
Metal
no
Gear
hub
Solid.
world,
You can do without
no
the
hub
hub
world.
world of Mario 64.
Yeah.
It's fun, but like
You don't need
the
it.
courses are like the main attraction.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
it definitely
it could
diminishes,
literally
but
just be
it's not the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I could just take like a map that says go to the next like painting world. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
All right, here we go, Damiani. Kingdom Hearts with Looney Tunes instead of Disney,
Okay.
or
Man.
Kingdom Hearts with
If only we could
Dragon
have Kyle
Quest
on that.
instead
Wait.
of Final Fantasy.
King Hearts.
So Looney Tunes
mean,
instead of Disney, or Dragon
Looney
Quest
Tunes
instead
would be
of Final Fantasy.
amazing because I get Space Jam World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say go Looney Tunes.
Oh my
for
gosh.
Sure.
Yeah, we're going Looney
What are we
Tunes.
doing here?
We're going Looney Tunes.
Roger Rabbit.
This is
dude?
really
Yeah.
good.
Or,
Can
Bugs
you imagine
Bunny?
Sora
Bunny.
having to deal with bugs and Daffys?
Yeah.
Like this dude can
That'd be
be
hilarious.
I'm in.
It would be.
I'm
oh
so
my
in.
God. This is already
It
a
might
better
be
game.
better.
Like,
This is a better game.
the Tiny Toon world? Oh, like Tiny Toon Sora?
Kingdom Hearts comedy.
So
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Oh, I'm so in for that.
Plus, it would be like Warner Bros. Had it, so you could have like Batman show up eventually or something, like in a future
Dude.
one.
Yeah, now you're going
Like
a little
Lord of
step
the
too far.
Rings world.
Animaniacs is probably as far as you can push it.
Animaniacs.
Nurse, dude. Hello, Nurse will be in there. Pinky in the fucking brain, bro.
And then Steven Spielberg
Yeah,
could direct the
brain.
Kingdom Hearts movie.
Darkwing Duck.
Love Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck is Disney again.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Are we gonna get Kingdom Hearts 4 at the Game Awards, Damiani?
Probably not.
Damn.
I think probably not, but I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Okay. We like this. We like this, Blood. We like this. Let's hope. Let's hope. It's time. It's time. Just even like a little look. I don't need much. Just a tiny little look. Halo without multiplayer, or Modern Warfare without a campaign. We're gonna save Halo here. It needs the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Modern Warfare without a
Modern Warfare
campaign.
It's
doesn't
fine.
need it.
It's fine. We're good.
Rough, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, we can survive. We can survive. All right. This one is crazy. What? You're unhinged, Fede. Devil May Cry is canon to Resident Evil,
Okay.
or what? Metal Gear Solid 3 is set after Metal Gear Solid 2 and you play as Raiden.
That's just an entirely different game.
So unhinged. Absolutely unhinged.
I'm
Devil
going.
May Cry probably is
Devil May
canon to
Cry is
Resident
canon
Evil.
to-
Yeah, I'm gonna.
yeah,
I want to save Metal Gear
go.
Solid 3 to make Devil May Cry canon
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
honestly,
sick. Like
yeah.
Chris punches the boulder
Let's
and
do
like
it.
it goes off course, and then like Dante shows up and slashes it or
yeah,
something.
dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if it somehow just already is canon.
Yeah,
He
seriously.
rides the missile into Wesker's head.
Oh my god, Damiani. Oh my
All right,
god.
this is way better.
Just hands Chris a slice of pizza.
Like, I'm imagining Dante knocking on the baker's house door with a pizza. Like, hey, I got some pizza here. Like, oh god.
Compliments the samurai eagle gun or whatever. That's pretty
Samurai
nice. But have you
Edge.
met Ebony and Ivory?
Hell yeah. BioShock becomes a multiplayer shooter.
Yuck.
Or Mass Effect becomes a linear action game with no RPG elements.
Also yuck.
Yeah, that's yuck. They both need to be saved here. How do we do this? We got to save BioShock and Mass Effect. But also, this is Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
Not nearly. I love Mass Effect
But
1, 2, and 3.
But I
it'll
mean,
ripple.
it's
It'll
all
ripple.
still RPG.
True.
It's more RPG than.
True. But Mass Effect 2 would be a harder call because that is an
that's
11 out of 10 game.
Like, we're doing it. If we save Mass Effect, we're doing it for Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I say we
exactly.
say Mass Effect. Like, let BioShock be whatever. Like, maybe they'll find a way to work the story in there.
Dude, BioShock becomes a multiplayer shooter, though? That's devastating.
This is crazy. This is a Sophie's choice right here.
Yeah,
we
this
did
one is
have
tough.
we did have multiplayer in BioShock too.
That's true.
Yeah, but
it was
like-
add-on.
But the BioShock 1 campaign, truly, even till today, is legendary.
True.
That's essential. That's an essential piece of gaming history right there.
I would say because but it's also
I would
made,
still give that up before Mass Effect. That's
it's also made confusing because like both of these have sort of been botched in their later years.
For sure.
So it's sort of like, yeah.
God, I need to go back to Infinite so bad. It's the number one game I want to replay.
Yeah, I'll say save Mass Effect.
Yeah, I'll save Mass Effect. It's too beloved. I just love it too much. You know? Love it too much. Legendary Collection. That was one of the greatest things I've done in years, is going through that. Oh my god. Highly recommend.
nice.
Oh. Wow. God of War 2018 without Atreus. Or The Witcher 3 without Ciri.
Oh, we're saving Witcher 3.
You would say that.
Easy.
So it would just be dad of?
I mean, they're
The dad-
I mean, you're dealing with
The
kind
dad-
of the same problem with both stories, but yeah.
I would say Blood. Fuck. I'm not saying Ciri is so integral to The Witcher 3, obviously a massive part, a massive presence, ultimately the whole point of the game, of course. But there's something about the moment to moment of God of War that makes it seem more important, like Kratos and Atreus constantly together. Like they never separate, really. Whereas there's huge 10, 20-hour stretches where Ciri is not even a factor.
But Atreus ruins Ragnarok, so with his constant puzzle hints.
It's so tough.
That's not
Ooh.
limited to Atreus.
Yeah, no, I know. Anybody.
You know what I haven't done in a while? I refuse.
There we go. Right answer. Let's go. Next one.
I refuse. Love and respect, and we won't stop until we beat Law and Order.
There we go.
Yes. Oh, I love that this is a thing. Oh, thank you so much, Fede. That was great. All right. By the way, before we get to this week's bets, Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions. And we're going to talk about soup. Hey, winter's coming up. You want to stay warm?
Save it for the paywall.
Yeah. I'm just saying, soup's back on the menu, boys. All right, it's winter time. So if you want to get in on that extended cut, consider becoming just a $5 patron at patreon.com/easyallies. You will get the ad-free version of this podcast 2 days early, a little early access. You'll get into the official Discord where jolly humans are communicating and mingling and talking about awesome stuff. You can submit questions to Love and Respect, and we need your support, so get in there, help us out. It helps us and you stay connected. And if you really want to get nuts, Michael Keaton Batman style, you can join one of our producer tiers, starting at $25. All the producers get their names added to the monthly podcast credits. which are read aloud by Brandon Jones, sometimes, often hilariously mispronounced.
Yep, that's this week. So you can get a preview.
Our platinum producers get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. This month's shout outs go to Jabawabs, Elthanis, and Lizard Wizard 64. Shout out. Now come join us on Patreon for those bonus questions at patreon.com/EasyAllies. It's time for bets. Buttocks. What was that?
Buttocks.
That was from a
rap
Jackbox.
game.
Jackbox.
Yeah.
Of course
It was like
Jackbox.
It was a fill in the blank answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rap for me.
Yes. And it was Bloodworth, right? Buttocks? You
Or-
did that?
Don or Damiani, maybe?
I think it was on mine, but I think it was like it was like
Ran out of time,
ran out of time.
Oh no, Damiani had that incredible rap that had the line, he rhymed Watashi wa Damiani.
Oh my god.
And it was like the greatest thing that's ever happened.
All right, the Renaissance keeps on keeping on. Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the newest beat 'em up, rapidly approaching. December 1st, it releases. How many times will we see in the top 10 Open Critic reviews mentioned Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, films or movies, any type of word related to those things? MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, film, movies. How many times in the top 10 Open Critic reviews will we see those? The arrogant child Damiani.
3.
3.
Wow.
3. I don't think people are going to be able to resist. The Wicked Worm Bloodworth.
I was angling for the low and I went 7.
I guess these movies are out of the zeitgeist, I guess.
They kind of are, I guess.
Got me doubting my pick here.
But, you know, the next one's Spider-Man and then Avengers, so let's go. Whimsical Scum Isla.
Yeah. The word film or movies, yeah.
Yeah.
36.
36. Woo! Punish Castellanos Don.
He says 9.
9 times. Gabby is not here today. The Strange Valentine. And the Fancy Stars member, myself, says 11.
Oh,
Damn,
wow.
I'm way out there.
Yep.
11.
I
I've
got
got the
that in
mid.
the bag.
I've got the mid. Could be okay. It's interesting. In between 11 and 36, Isla. Let's go. Last week's bet, Terrifier, the arcade game, yet another beat 'em up. We'll see how it goes. Came out Friday. Last week we asked how many times we would see the words murder or kill in the top 10 reviews on Open Critic.
Murder, Death, Kill.
Murder, Death, Kill, Demolition Man. Damiani said 15. Bloodworth said 41. Isla said 22. Don said 14. Gabby said 21. I said 13. There was no listing on Open Critic as of November 24th.
Oh, I rechecked that today. Yeah, so it wasn't there today either.
There were 3 reviews on Metacritic, though, and as long as it's all above board, chat, viewers, listeners, watchers, all of you, we talked about this on Slack, and we talked about this here as a group, how we should handle this bet, and we all came to an agreement together, so there's no shenanigans, that the Metacritic would count in this situation.
More that it's the reviews are what count, not
Yeah.
really the
Not the
whether it's on
aggregate,
Open or
yeah.
Metacritic.
We
yeah.
Open Critic, friend of the show, so we like to tie ourselves
I
to
have
that.
no idea why it's a Kyle thing. Why we ended up saying Open Critic
Well,
rather
because
than Metacritic.
we were Open Critic's #1 trusted
We were
reviews.
a trusted reviewer.
Yeah, come on, Blood.
We won a prestigious
I think that he
award,
did that
Blood.
before that happened. I
No,
think
yeah,
that's
we
another
had-
timeline
We
mishap
had
there.
been saying that we liked them before that, yeah.
Got it.
But we did win a prestigious award.
Yeah. So GameSpew said at one time. Escapist said at one time. Game Grin, speaking my language. They said it 7 times. That's my kind of review. Bringing the answer to 9, which means I am closest.
Oh
Let's
shit.
go! We are on a roll, everybody! Don Punished Castellanos has 11.
Dispatch, I got humor creeping up on me like the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Fancy Stars member, myself, also with 11. 11? Dawn? I'm not going to be fancy. I'm going to be ruthless in December. I am coming for you. I am going to inject some G-Virus Birkin vibes into my veins for December to hunt you down. Oh, and then next is Bloodworth with 8. So we are neck and neck
Yep.
as we enter the
Somehow.
final. Somehow.
Somehow it could potentially remotely get 4 points.
Yeah,
Well,
you
is it-
could.
Chad's
You could win
asking
if you win him.
this- Is this your last bet, Blood?
We covered that last week. Hubert said he would send them to me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Finish the year out for sure. You know, we gotta finish strong here. Just one more month. All right. We played Kirby Air Riders for this week's group stream, and everyone was surprised by how much fun they had. It was fun. What's the mode called? Where you
City trial.
City Trial is chaotic and fun. Is that mode split screen? Can you do that
I don't think you
specific
can
mode?
do that. I couldn't find split screen at all. Maybe it's in there and I just couldn't find the menu option in the
Okay.
moment.
I feel like I wish there were an option to get all your stats and then do 10 mini games.
Well, there is just minigame mode. You can do that. Yeah, you can just play the minigames, I believe.
Nice.
Um,
Really fun.
But yeah.
It's got a
There
good
might be other
pace.
rules too. We didn't dig into the rules too deeply.
Yeah.
It's got a good feel. Their game feels good.
Yeah.
Jesse Blue sent us these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse Blue, thank you so much. I literally put this on my dashboard now. I wanted to bring it in for the podcast, but it rests on my car dashboard. So Birkin is with me. As Birkin should be. Because G is my creation!
There it is.
Wow.
This
Listeners, if that hurt your ears, it hurt the ears in real life too.
I'm sorry. This week will probably be the last time Bloodworth is on the show in 2025. Wow. That's heavy, Blood. Grief. Parting thoughts, Blood?
Yeah, a couple of things. I mean,
Jeez.
this will be the last one I actually produce, probably
Wow.
too. Yeah, just thinking back, some of the fun things that I brought in this era, actual images on thumbnails and
Love that.
B-roll, even though I know B-roll's got some ups and downs to
Yeah.
it, but especially when we bring some of the weirder things in, I think that can be helpful for people to tab
Totally.
over, reference what the heck are they talking about?
I agree, Blood.
What does this game look like?
Blood, I think it's my favorite change, or my favorite addition. if you will,
Still
is
a
the-
lot of people that are listener only, so you got to try to balance
Yeah,
it. But
For
yeah.
sure.
Guests, Shuhei in here.
Yes. Austin Winnery.
John Gibson, Austin Winnery,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good people. Danny and Rihanna, separate times, but yeah.
That's one to bring up. Sword of the Sea not nominated for music. at
Yeah,
the
it's
Game
crazy.
Awards?
It
What the
wasn't
heck?
on the Grammys.
It is
but-
nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Yet it's not. Apparently, a Grammy nom isn't good enough for a Game Award nom. Wow.
Yeah. And then, we'll see what you all decide to do. But just so everyone knows, if something happens next week, somebody new, I've been thinking about what's happening in this void,
Void.
100% on me. That was me.
Void.
That was my decision. Put them on this desk. We'll see if they do
Void.
it.
What are you
Alrighty.
talking about?
I don't know what the fuck he's on about. It's cryptic. In 2 weeks, we'll be watching the Game Awards live on this desk.
I'm gonna pick someone offensive and crazy to put on the desk and say that was Blood's idea. I don't know.
In 2 weeks, we'll be watching the Game Awards live right here with none other than Brandon Jones. Then after the show, we will have our annual reunion with Bossman to talk about everything we saw. Always a chaotic fever dream of hype, those episodes. It will be so fun. Can't miss TV for sure. So be ready. Mark it on your calendars right now. Don't miss it. Because I won the bet, I get to shout out to anything or anyone that's on my mind this week. I get the final word, and I get to sign up for the Cherry Mark sign off. Shout out to anything or anyone that's on my mind. That Mahomes pass interference call, or roughing the passer, roughing the passer. What was that, Damiani? Do you know?
Yeah, I said I didn't see that. I didn't watch that. Yeah.
I want to know what Don has to say about it. That's what I want to know. I want Don to have the final word here.
He doesn't pay any attention to Patrick Mahomes. He's irrelevant. After he lost Super Bowl 59 and was
Don's
disgraced.
already suffering this week.
After his years of cheating and corrupting the NFL.
Don has to deal with the shame this week
Top to bottom.
of the Eagles losing to the Cowboys.
And the world champion Eagles will prevail. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Final word.
I am Metatron, the voice of Dawn.
Final word is, I love you, Blood. Good luck with everything, dude. So much. Like, fucking legend, bro. You're a legend. We love you. I know you'll still be around here and there. But yeah, just, go crush your new stuff. Go crush it. And that's it. Love and respect. We'll see you next week and have a happy holiday, wherever you may be.
I've got the Outer Worlds too. Let me know if anyone else is interested.
The Easy Allies would like to thank our Patreon podcast producers. We apologize in advance for all the ally names we are about to misspell and mispronounce. Jabawabs, Elphanis, Lizard Wizard 64, Alexander Zarianov, A Red Knight, Jay Shee, Jesper Popmel Dufay, 44 Stars, Andreas Risberg, Andri, Brandon White, Brian Kruger, Daniel Martinek, Douglas Chomich, Faraz Rizvi, Garrett Holfish, G. Levin, Gustav Strombaum, Hayden Hargraves, Jesse Blue, Luis Ibarra, M. Miguel Rivas, Mo Grant, Paul Sway, Ronka Q, Sam Handrick, Stomps, Stepan Hakobian, The Banana Forklift Killer, Tito Jopes, Chum Nguyen, Zigazich, Anish Dor, Aaron Haney, Alex Monaco, Anacroft, Anthony F., Anthrioni, Arthur Lau, Asbo Zapruder, Barry Tomasini, Brian Foster, Bunny Chen, C.S. Lewis, Katie Garza, Chief Uhu, Chris Eccles, Christopher Santis, Clay Roberts, Colin Montu, Connell Sumlin, Corey Jackson, Corey Landega, Crumb Eyes, Cyberboa, Dan Sebring, Daniel Kozlowski, Daniel Wong, David Aniki, Enya Hink, Eric Tobias, Forever Ender, Forrest, Fox Jupy, Gabriel Smith, Gino A. Escalante, Harrison Holt, Ian Anderson, Gerald, Jesse Wilkeson, John McCullough, John Prey, Junya Motomura, Kai Ue Jensen, Carl Williams, Kevin Gillet, Kroldemort, Kruva, Leon Keys, Line Crown 19, Marco Hernandez, Materia Addict, Matthias Clare, Max Miller, Miguel, Nefertiti Jenkins, Nycrypt, Nick Hill Sharma, Ninja Kitty Meow, Ono Turtle, Oru Gachino, Pablo Rodriguez, Patrick Held, Pixelated, Ray Aldiar, Reed Johnson, Richard Ma, Ritz 1906, Robert Seven Lee, Robin, Ryan Rudker, Sage Mode Q, Salvers, Samuel Copeland, SD Prima, Sebastian T, Servino, Sean Johnstone, Cito, Strikeout NZ, Tadashi047, Tim Strothman, Tomovi Keone, Tony Tarantino, Travis Ing, TZP2 Game Night, Wouter DeHaze.